I am sorry, everybody.
Not happy Sunday.
Yes, happy Sunday.
You're the one that starts with, oh, I'm sorry, when I was about to go, happy Sunday, and then it's like,
I'm sorry, everybody. I wanted to give you Tifa today after she has actually rested, but somehow I managed to wake her up no less than 8 times tonight. And how exactly I did that will blow your mind in a moment. Before that, hello Zabes, congrats on being second. Hello Honest Psycho. Hello Fody, congrats on being first. How are you all doing? Hello everybody. Hope you slept better than Tifa.
Hope everyone had a good Sunday, but yeah, it's not anything Jack actually did, but it's another one of those things where you have like a dream with / about someone and they piss you off and you wake up. And then I went back to bed and then the dream just continued and I basically got stuck in like this loop of the same thing where we were going.
No. You're giving us the short version. This is the one time where we need the long one.
I was dreaming
Meanwhile,
that we
set up the stuff that Tifa forgot to set up.
Oh, I indeed forgot to do that.
Tell the story. It's fine.
We were going on a vacation to the Netherlands. Very nice dream, you think. Like, oh, happy vacation. Blah, blah, blah. For some reason, Jack decided that before we go on a vacation, we book a hotel in our city. Because he wanted to leave some stuff safe and secure in the hotel for whatever reason. So we spent the jackpot on this super fancy 5-star hotel where he just left a couple items. Didn't even get to enjoy it ourselves. So what I'm saying? Then we took a train, all was good, we got our stuff in, we were in the train. Then for some reason at one of the stops, Jack wanted to get out of the train. We have a thing where when we walk or when we wait for a train, we usually walk up and down the platform. And the aim is to touch the end of the platform.
To get to the end of a train platform brings good luck. We started doing this on a vacation like 5 or 6 years ago now,
I think
when we went to Italy. We had flown by plane to Rome airport and we needed to take a train from the airport to the main station. And there was like something happening, train cancellations were happening, like train works, whatever it was.
It was a super long platform.
And I told Tifa, listen, we have apparently infinite amounts of time to kill now because we don't know when the next train is actually going to be here. So let's just walk to the end of a platform and I'm pretty sure something good will happen. One. So everybody looked at us funny because that's not where the trains would normally stop. You know, it's a super long platform for some reason. So with our luggage, we gently walk down the thing.
No rush.
We tap the like little gate that they have here with our feet. We come back, we turn around and suddenly we see, hey, next train in like 10 minutes. And I'm like, hey, we did this. We did this because when you walk to the end of a train platform, something good will happen. And then we went on to where we would have to take the train, but then there was another train that now got rerouted to where we would need to be, and the conductor guy was standing there. It's like, Roma Termini. And we're like, yeah. He's like, So we hurried up and took the next train. Not only did we make the train problems go away, no, we also summoned a train that left earlier for everybody. There you go.
It's all because we walked to the end.
And this is why you do it. No, carry on.
Also, I do want to say though, that has also worked out very badly before in the past, because then Jack's like, oh, we got enough time to walk to the end. So then we're running like crazy, usually with luggage, towards the end of the platform. Then we're at the end of the platform and then it's like a short train and we have to run all the way fucking back to the beginning of the platform because the train is there and then we barely
You're gonna sit for hours. Why are you complaining about having to run for 15 seconds?
That's not the point. The point is about sitting sweaty in a train and having to run and barely make it. Like, we're super early.
Jack's on the new trains, you know it.
We're super early, so you think all is good and casual, and then you still have to run to make it.
Anyway, in Tifa's dream, I had booked a hotel where we live for absolutely no reason. And then we were in a train and I decided, let's stretch our legs. Carry on.
Yeah, and walk to the end of the platform. For some reason, of course, we didn't make it back in time to get in the train. It ran off without us, with our stuff still inside. That's when I woke up the first time.
Carry on.
It is so you. Happy Sunday to you as well.
That is not me. I've never done that. I've literally never gone out of a train at a place where we didn't need to change trains and went like, let's just walk around with our luggage inside.
It feels like you.
That's anyway. How you lose your luggage. That's how you miss your train.
So I went back. I went back to sleep.
I went back.
I went back to sleep and it continued. For some reason, we talked to the people at the station, and because the train wasn't that far yet, it could drive backwards.
They brought it in Tifa's dream, because I said, Jack said, let's go for a walk at the station. In Tifa's dream world, they brought the train back. Now, if you have never traveled by train, that doesn't happen. There is absolutely no reason to think that would happen. That does not work. Unless there's like a bomb or something on a train, that thing keeps going. Like there has to be danger or some insanely good reason for a train to be stopped or rerouted because somebody goes, hey, can you come back?
Well, it worked. I went back to bed. The dream magically continued. We were back in the train. Our stuff was all there. All was well. And then, once again, Jack was like, we didn't walk to the end yet. We should get out again, but this time we're going to make it. So we actually got out again, and I don't know why I keep why I keep being convinced this is a good idea.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, it's Tifa.
So we went out. And we actually did make it back in time. But Jack was like, no, this is the first door. We need to get in like 3 doors later because that's where our seats is. So we might as well like run quickly and get in at the right door instead of this door and walk in the train.
Also something I've never done in my life. No.
Train hopping? Door hopping? Excuse me? Anyway.
Yes.
For once.
With the underground, where worst case I miss 5 minutes.
I learned. I remember getting in that train, making it to my seat and not seeing Jack. Jack was running after the train because he didn't make it. I woke up again. I don't remember because I do recall going back to sleep again and Jack was magically in the train again. I have no clue how that happened.
Reset.
And I don't remember the details of the rest. They were all like combinations of Jack making really stupid decisions that ends up the train leaving without us. And I know we made it to the Netherlands without our luggage.
I want to tell you, Tifa.
Somewhere along the way, you lost the luggage.
I want to tell you, Tifa, that I love you. And even though I don't think that's the moral of the story, I would like to point out how much, even in your dreams, you love me too. Because you went through this 8 times and you kept traveling with me.
That's the worst thing, actually.
That is love. If that is not love, I don't know what love is.
Well,
you're welcome, everybody. That's the story.
I've had continuing dreams. I've
done
say
that
though,
too. My record is
rarely.
3 times. I fell asleep, had a dream, woke up shortly, fell asleep again, continued 3 times. That is my record. And after the 3rd time, it was still a cliffhanger. I still don't know what happens at the end of the dream.
Doesn't it?
And I don't even remember what the dream was about anymore. Except I remember the first 2 times I'm being like super happy that it happened, that I continued in my dream. And after the 3rd time I woke up angry because I didn't get to the conclusion of it. I don't know what
One day you'll get to the conclusion.
And it's just you forgetting our luggage in a train.
Excuse me. I'm quite sure you were the one that lost it.
I didn't know such thing.
Yeah, I'm quite sure.
No. Lies. Now, what we will miss. Did my points get not refunded? Did I forget to do that?
That could very well be. I always forget it.
I try not to.
So it's usually...
Now you've got them all back. Everybody.
My fault.
True, that was something you used to do. So wait, does that mean now it's back to me setting up literally everything for the stream again?
Yeah.
This is why I get out of trains in your dreams. This is why. You do that.
I'm here for the mental support.
Of whom? No, of me. I know that, and I wouldn't do it any other way. Except for when you betray me and go somewhere else and do stuff with your colleagues or friends or something.
Barely.
It doesn't matter, once is too much. I'm clingy.
So we're doing well. Really happy to hear that, Fody. Baldur's Gate 3 is too good to stop playing until the new Diablo 4 season. It really is, but seriously, I am more amazed you guys didn't run into that saving bug yet.
Tifa's favorite number is 516. That's the error code of the save bug in Baldur's Gate 3, introduced with, I believe, 3 patches ago, where apparently if you talk to a vendor, you can glitch the game and then you can't save anymore.
It's driving me bonkers because I pick up so much and I sell everything because I keep being super slow because I reach my limits and I'm too lazy to like distribute everything on different characters. So I just want to sell my stuff.
Yeah, that does sound like you. Funnily enough, the weirdest workaround for that glitch to be fixed is to plug in a gamepad.
That actually...
And press 2 buttons on it, then it works again. It's weird.
That helped a lot today.
But that's what's triggering Tifa.
I didn't play for almost a week last week because just before I took that little break, I spent 20 minutes trying to save. And whatever I did, whatever combination I tried, it didn't work.
I'm happy for you, bro.
And then I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I just turned it off and I'll just redo the past half an hour.
You know, I'm happy for you because you said you only didn't play for a week last week. I mean, it could have been worse. You could have not played for 2 weeks last week.
I saw the patch and then I was like,
This is
what? For 2 weeks.
You said you didn't play a week last week. Compared to what? Like, what else could it have been?
You know what I was saying. And it's like, I thought they really fixed it. Not and yet. They didn't. No.
I pick up everything and send to camp now. I pick up everything. I keep forgetting that that's an option. Yeah, I could do that too.
Cup.
But then I have to deal with that later.
Potlet.
Maybe I'll try it.
Spoon.
Yeah, plates. Everything that is moderately valuable. And I don't even need to anymore because in-game I have so much money I don't even know what to do with it. Like I've never, like after the first 6 hours or so in Baldur's Gate 3, I've not gone to a single vendor and went like, oh no, I need money. Usually it's like, how much money do I have and where did I get it all from? Because it's like, I get all the clutter when I sell.
Just did about 100 hours. Oh, you now are in Act 2, nice.
Yeah.
I got out, I'm in Act 3. I got out of Act 2 quite fast. No spoilers, but I locked myself out of like half of Act 2, I think.
Tifa skipped about 30 hours of content than I did.
I couldn't go back. I knew it was there.
I told her, if I was you, without spoilers, I would go there and do these things, and then later on I would do that. What does Tifa do? Does that. So instead of like, she went, yeah.
I tried to force my character to go back and do it, and I was rewarded with a game over.
As you should, honestly.
The game was like, how dare you not listen to me? Here, be done with this. I'm like, fuck. I'll have to save it for my next run. I missed so much.
I'm trying to see everything that I can,
But you guys are playing multiplayer, right? Or do you have your individual, or do you play individually? We reload saves constantly.
We had to reload 21 times. Yeah, there are some moments where it... I really don't want to accept that I messed up a roll. I'm like, let's spend 30 minutes on this because it's damn near impossible. Yeah, just multiplayer.
Oh, okay.
We've only played individually.
Maybe we should try multiplayer as well. That could be fun.
No, we shouldn't. You make horrible decisions.
I didn't want to save and reload every single time. In the beginning, I was full on accepting my rolls, but I kid you not. I was rolling critical failures left and right. I didn't hit anything, and since then I've been like, fuck it. Save, reload, Save.
If you keep rolling critical failures, maybe it's not the dice, maybe it's you. Critical failure is also what my mother used to call me.
Half of our time is me screaming, no, go there. Okay, so Beth is in control of the direction.
Understandable. Bought a cat laser pointer so you can stop reaching over to point at yourself. That's
actually brilliant.
Yeah.
That's
dedication. Smart. Yeah. Double check everything before because I don't want to make him mad. And this is why I just not play multiplayer in that game with Tifa. Because I would be so pissed at you if I was locked into your story progression and then later learning all the stuff that you skipped.
We can maybe stream it once.
Maybe one day.
Like when we're fully through.
Maybe one day.
Do you still play Psycho? I know you said you liked the story, but you weren't a big fan of the fighting...
Oh yeah, true.
Mechanism, but I don't recall if you actually continued or not.
We explore everything. Yeah, see, I do too, but this one doesn't.
I do.
Clearly not. Clearly not the case.
There was a fork in the road and I decided to stick to fork A first.
Yes, and I kept telling you, don't do that, go B. Without spoilers, just do B first. I did B, and I believe B is what you should be doing.
Your instructions were very unclear.
I told you one thing. I made the mistake of caring about the main story instead of enjoying the smaller adventures.
Why is that a mistake, though?
Well, did you just rush through it then? Well, I see how that would be a very different experience. I also see lots of people like online posting about like, oh, I'm on my third, fourth, whatever playthrough. And I'm thinking like,
I would think you then definitely run
time. Like, do you go in your mind fully, okay, I am now playing this character and I will only make these choices and I will ignore everything I already know and I will only do the things I haven't done yet or something like this. Because I wish I could do that. I don't. Every single time I play a game like this, it's me playing the game the same way again with minimal deviations. I just cannot stray from my path and I don't know why. It's a me problem, I think. Pretty much rushed, yes, but did more playthroughs. In the end, the game is just not my genre. I tried. But hey, you did multiple playthroughs, so I mean, you gave it a fair shot. Not everything is for everybody.
Did you manage to do like an evil playthrough? I kinda want to after I'm done with this one.
Over-explained interaction options. Okay.
It helps with the path.
Oh! Helps to take specific paths for second plus playthroughs. Okay,
that's kinda handy.
I will check that out later. Tifa will need it, so maybe the game can tell her all the things she skipped.
Well, in my next playthrough I will obviously explore the other side first.
Obviously.
I mean, yeah, I know where my mistake is now.
Okay. I'll discuss this with you off stream because of spoilers for Baldur's Gate 3, but I doubt that you will learn from your mistakes.
Probably.
I don't think she does.
Probably not. I doubt it.
The only mod we installed is the one that gives you the ability to get all characters in your party at once. I mean, it kind of breaks the game balancing because suddenly you steamroll in there with a full group of up to 16 people. But I play for the story, not for the combat being like, what's the word? Challenging.
I didn't do that at first. But then I had like this fear of missing out on the lines that some of the
all
characters...
All the banter between the characters, yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try this.
Exactly. That was my reason too. I just need everybody. What's the point of having a group of all of these interesting characters and then only being able to choose like 3 of them to join you? You know, I need all of them.
Well, you can do several playthroughs with the other characters.
That's what you intended to do, I guess, but I don't care. If I can break the game and do all of it at once, I'll do all of it at once. More to move Parliament, yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
That's one.
I'm starting to send some people back to camp though, because there's too much.
What? Why would you do that?
Well, some are just like, nah.
Oh no, I'm having too much fun in this game. I need to limit my options. That's what you sound
Like I
like.
regret inviting them into my party. Like, why are you still here?
Walk 10 feet away from Beth, she walks backwards to the last area. What if you missed something? What if you missed something?
If you play multiplayer, can you run in completely different directions? Like you do path A and Beth does path
Yes,
B?
I do believe so. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the reason why the
stuck
game
with one.
originally wasn't going to be released for the Xbox Series consoles, because the Xbox Series S has less RAM and can't handle the split screen as well. So Larian was like, well,
Okay.
I guess we're not gonna do it. But then Microsoft went like, oh, can you maybe do it anyway, but we allow you in this special scenario to not have that feature activated for that console? And they're like, yeah, sure, okay. So they did that. And now everybody gets to enjoy it. Except Xbox Series S players can't do split screen apparently. If I don't click her ear, I don't even hear the conversation. That is true as well.
Oh yeah, okay, makes sense.
You have to be within hearing range and stuff.
That makes sense.
I catch all the loot he misses.
Forks
And bones and empty. Why would you be if it wasn't for those 6 gold coins you made from lugging all that trash with you? I mean...
You never know when you need an extra fork.
That's true. Yeah.
In the beginning, I didn't even know you could pick up bodies. And after I checked my inventory, I had like 12 dead fishermen and stuff in my inventory. And
she was wondering, why is my main character over encumbered? She didn't loot the characters, she picked up their dead bodies.
Oh, so this is the smell.
Tifa, I am so happy you only do that in video games.
Then I put them all into an empty crate. It's the fisherman's burial.
Thank you, Tifa. To be fair, if you have a decent PC, you don't need an Xbox. That's true. Every single Xbox game comes to the PC as well. No? I don't think there is there a single
a lot of exclusives.
Yeah, no. Is there a single console exclusive left? I want to say no.
No,
not that I think that's a bad
Xbox still has a few, just not a lot.
No. Also, you once again have your hand over the touchpad before she bans somebody.
Hello.
Xbox Series console exclusives. I remember a while ago on stream, multiple times actually, looking up PS5 exclusives and being done reading the list within like 30 seconds. So, let's see if I find a list for this.
Wait, Halo is an exclusive?
No.
Oh.
Not console exclusive, yes. Platform exclusive? No.
That's why it's...
Nope. Those are all on PC as well, or will be. No.
I don't know the majority. I do like that Xbox Game Pass though. It has a lot of good games on there.
So, you like it, why don't we use it?
Isn't it just for Xbox?
No.
Really?
No. That's also on PC.
For real?
Yeah.
I wasn't even aware.
Yeah. We had a free trial once. That's when we played River City Girls. That was on there.
Yeah, I know. I think that is a nice like
and then we
package
checked
deal.
out that horrible Battletoads game that they made. Oh, no, not horrible, just...
The remake.
Nah, it's a new game technically.
Was
It's
it
not
a new
remake. Yeah. We played like the first 15 minutes and then we're like, nah, not nearly as good.
I remember, but I thought it was a remake because if I recall correctly, the first stage was the same as the old game.
I only recall not liking it. It looked like a Flash game to me.
I mean, fair.
That video of the 4 halfling barbarians was great. Dropped it in memes. I'm looking forward to checking it out later. I think I need to shave more because my face is getting itchy. And I just showered before the stream, so that can't be it. And I put on lotion, so that can't be it either, but... Yeah, I need to get back into being clean shaven more often. Except for the chin. Beard oil, Jack. I think that would drive me nuts. There are very little things I hate less in life than feeling like oily on my skin. Like when I put on
But it's
lotion
on your
and
beard.
stuff. Yeah, but I touch my beard all the time.
Well, I don't think
Is
it
that
will
really
be
the
like
trick?
oily. I mean, there's plenty of people who have a well taken care of beard where I don't think, hey, that looks oily.
Is beard oil really the ticket here?
How about we get you some and then you can try it out?
If we can find like a super tiny sample somewhere, I'll try it first. And then I will be the oiled, bearded Jack. Just a little bit to moisten and reduce itchiness.
We need like just normal hair oil, I think. I don't think like this
There's
counts.
hair oil?
I don't think this counts as beard here.
No, most of this doesn't. Yeah, that... I remember as a kid, my dad always telling me, oh, don't start shaving too early, because once you start shaving, your beard will never stop growing. It's what happened to me and everybody else. Still waiting for that to happen.
Your dad can't grow a beard either.
More than me. Like, I can grow hair here and there and this, and other than that, it only grows on my neck, like here. And I look exactly like what you think I would look like. So I always like shave this, like every 2 days or so at least, but the rest, like, this hasn't been shaved for 2 weeks. Do you see the hair? No, you don't. Exactly.
I shaved yesterday.
Me with a full beard. Weakness disgusts me. Share your tricks. Or maybe...
Beard oil.
Alright, I'll take it. You have a one with a full beard. You clearly have more like knowledge about all of this. I will take your advice. When I get the chance, I will try out beard oil.
Neck beard is the worst.
It gets so itchy so fast. Like, it's not even funny.
I can't even make fun of you. I literally have one hair that grows like here on my face. And it's completely white.
Yeah.
It's like my grandma hair that I named Bob. That's the only beard hair I can grow apparently.
And every now and then I ask her, hey, Bob is back, can I help you pull him out? And then she says yes, and then it's a couples thing.
I never see Bob.
Unless he gets really long.
It's very see-through white.
Yeah, unless he gets really long.
Literally just keep her. It's like one hair only. Always
it's
at
like
the same place.
It's like a whisker on a cat.
Yeah, kind of. We called it Bob.
Bob is a friend. Yeah.
Every now and then Bob needs to go.
You know what also needs to go, except not every now and then, but right now? Tifa attempting to do a recap.
That has some hairs, but they're not names, unfortunately.
Not yet.
I don't even know why we started naming it. I think you called it Bob. Or did I call it Bob?
I don't recall.
It's been a couple years. That's how long Bob has been.
I do recall waiting for you to do the recap, though.
Okay, recap first. The last time we played Virtue's Last Reward on My Favorite Letter is X. I mixed up the order.
If you were an engine, you would be overheating right now from the amount of stalling you're doing. You would explode.
That's why it's so warm in this room.
Can you not go, that's why it's so warm, and do this like you're trying to fan away your fart?
I was trying to fan cold air.
No, Tifa, this isn't fanning warm, this is fanning smell. Anyway, Tifa, what happened the last time we played Virtue's Last Reward?
So, the last time we played Virtue's Last Reward on My Favorite Letter is X, we actually managed to finish the security room, the security escape room together with Fi, which was not fun.
Yes, it was.
It was one of my least favorite rooms.
It didn't start fun, and then we jumped through all the puzzles, and then it stopped being fun again, because you had to put these words on that screen, but it didn't matter that you put them in the right order, you also need to have them in the right places. And the only way to really figure out the right places, because I don't think either of us ever understood the logic behind it, was just guesswork. But we got there. With some help, but we got there.
Don't even know the lines anymore. Will be me. I was you. I was you.
I was you. Will be me. She knows everything.
Yeah. We don't know who she is yet, though. Maybe Fi, maybe Luna. Probably Akane. Luna. Could be Akane. Maybe Akane. Who knows? No clue. So we finished the security room. Then Sickma was starting to get a bit sick and showed symptoms.
Sigma became Sickma.
That is actually a good one. And started showing symptoms of having radical 6.
You said it right. For the first time.
I know,
you
right?
called it by its name. Nice.
It lost its power over me.
Yeah,
Basically.
Radical 6 or being affected by it was actually done in a really cool way, because the whole "or your brain slows down" was done by having Phi speak like 3 times as fast in like this chipmunk voice and super fast, and it was a wild ride.
It really was. So yeah, Sickma got sick, and then after it kinda got better again, like he regained his composure.
He passed out.
He passed out, regained.
It got better. He passed out.
He regained his composure. He was all fine. Then Phi was like, "Hey, let me show you what I found." She actually managed to get into the security camera system and found the bits where.
She got in there because we established that Uchikoshi, the guy behind these games, as in the maker of these games, has a fetish for women using computers explaining something to men. So we had another one of those Lotus shots where a lady was doing computer stuff.
That is a reoccurring thing, yes.
Yeah.
So we actually had the video footage of the moment where Luna died, but it was all in a blind spot.
Yes, we found, well, Phi had so much time on her hands, she went through all the security footage by hacking into Golem. Somehow, the files are still there. Finding all the footage, watching it, reviewing it with timestamps before we woke up, and then she was like, "Oh yeah, watch all of this." And we've established what?
We've established that Kay's story seems to add up. When he found Phi, when he found Luna, he was trying to resurrect her, and like a few minutes after we were supposed to meet, he went to us. That all checked out. But before Kay found Luna, we found that
Clover first had a lengthy conversation with Luna, which ended with both of them in the blind spot.
Yeah.
Then only Clover left and ran away. Then shortly after,
it took like 10 minutes.
Dio came in for like 10 seconds and then ran away again, and then Kay came in. Yeah, so basically everybody we knew up until this point could have done it.
We did establish that when Kay came in, Luna was probably already dead because of how Dio acted. Dio knew Luna was dead.
Allegedly.
It's how it made sense. So it's either Clover that killed her during their argument, or Dio. But I think Clover accidentally killed Luna, maybe didn't mean to do it, it was all an accident, ran off in a panic. Dio came in, noticed Luna was dead, but stole the knife that was stuck in Alice's chest, who is also laying dead in the room, and then ran off with the weapon, because the knife in Alice's chest is also missing.
Either way, we don't know enough.
We don't know.
Because of that nice handy dandy blind spot. That stupid camera.
That is true. We don't know yet, but at least we know more than before.
That's true.
And now we need to confront everyone. We managed to get out, and I believe Kay and Dio were not there yet, if I recall correctly.
We have not yet met Kay and Dio, but looking for everybody, we found something else.
Did we?
Yeah.
What did we find?
Tifa only remembers the recap up until the point where she said we should stop playing, because I asked for 5 minutes overtime.
Hey, excuse me, I did great in this recap. Like, it was like spot on from beginning towards where I ended the stream in my mind.
Except that Tifa forgot to mention that right at the end we did find Ten, Miyuji and Clover, both of them handcuffed to each other around a sink, and both having died horrible deaths.
True, I did forget about that. Clover and Tenmiyuchi didn't make it into the next puzzle room.
Because they were handcuffed to each other.
In the infirmary, yeah. To a sink, I believe it was, yeah.
Yeah, and it's pretty gruesome as far as the game goes, if you think about what's actually on the screen. It doesn't look gruesome, it's implied to be gruesome.
I completely forgot about that. So now the question is, who did that?
Yes.
Quark?
Who's still missing?
seems to be the main suspect and is still missing. I mean, Quark has their trust and should be able to handcuff both of them and tie them to a sink. Or
Dio could handcuff him because he's smart when he needs to be.
I think you said it was Kay.
Or Kay did it because
Kay seems
he's
so
strong.
unlikely. Like, why would Kay save us just to kill the rest?
I don't know. But I do remember that Tifa left out another thing during the recap.
Another thing?
Yes.
What else?
I made a super funny joke about poop last stream. And everybody told me it sucked. And I'm still hurting about that.
That joke was the low light of our streaming career. That's how bad it was. And I'm not even kidding, like you don't need to watch a VOD to get that joke out.
It was amazing.
It was so bad.
Please hurt more.
It was so bad, it wasn't even good.
I love a good poop joke. So does everybody, but apparently it wasn't good.
It was not good at all. Like Fi went, oh, let's...
Sickma said, oh, you need to go check the logs. And I said, well, those doctors that check like stool samples probably also say that line a lot. It's still funny to me.
It's not funny
One
at all.
day, this is a new item on my bucket list after the last stream. One day I will go to a conference with doctors that have to, for their work, check stool samples. And I will ask them, I will play this clip for them of when I said that line.
I like how you add for their work to behind the doctor. It's like...
Yes, we're on the internet, people. So
there's lots of doctors who do it for fun.
I'm not king shaming.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's a wild place out there. But I will show this to them and I will ask them, was this funny to you? I'm understanding that it's a niche joke, but I still liked it. Also, hello Bedins, happy Sunday. How you doing?
What he said. It was really bad. Like he even got all sad about it during our walk in the colonies today.
Yes.
Because that's
people
how
that
bad
doctor
it
documents
was.
online. Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, true. I mean, Facebook is filled with internet doctor experts.
I'm pretty sure if you ask people online, hey, do you want to look at my stool samples? A lot of people with absolutely no background in medicine will go, yes.
Hey, excuse me, I have done a school report on poop. Like, I can tell you 20 different
Tifa,
times.
look, I've already set up a video game. Do you want to start playing?
I think between the two of us, I'm more of the expert.
You're an expert in logistics.
Game.
Did you say school report or stool report? Funnily enough, she said one, but it's both. She did a... what do you call them? A report on stool for school.
I don't know if you're in our Discord, but I'm quite sure I pinned the entire thing in our memes channel.
Yes, you have.
On Discord. And let me quickly double check if I did pin it.
40 Beth, thank you for the lurk. Please enjoy.
Oh yeah, I translated it into English and you can find my entire report on Discord. If you're interested in reading it. It's in the pins.
Yes. Now, video games. Tifa, you ready?
I am ready. Also, Fodibev, thank you for the lurk. Love you guys and continue having fun in Baldur's Gate 3 if you're playing. Oh, that's exactly what you said. Never mind.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Also, do you want to click things or?
Oh, I didn't know you already clicked here.
Hey Tifa, everything is set up already. Do you want to start playing? Yes.
I didn't hear anything yet. Resume, yes.
Elephants. I think it's without VS. Is it elephant? Or is it toot? I'm confused.
Oh, this is exactly where we save. True.
Yes. And the more you look at the details around their hands, the more you realize this is really messed up.
Her belly button is very low or very high, isn't it?
I was like, why is she sitting straight all of a sudden?
Where's your belly button?
Here.
Yeah, but it's like here.
Maybe she has a thing where her belly button is way up north compared to most people.
But yeah, that's not the most important thing. As you can see, they are chained to the thingy. Clover seems to have tried to claw her way out of it. There's blood on her hands, blood on her wrist.
I have a strong feeling Sickma is gonna say all of these things if you let me.
You have a good point, actually.
The first thing I felt was a strange cold sweat of terror. My stomach clenched in protest, pushing a wave of violent nausea up in my throat. The lead ball turned to ice and my legs began to tremble under its weight before they finally gave way and I collapsed. They were dead. I could feel it the moment I looked at them, but I didn't want to believe it. They couldn't be dead. Perhaps they were just sleeping. The cool limp feel of their skin under my shaking fingers dashed any hope I had left. I wrapped a trembling hand around the end of the bed and hauled myself up onto it. Even when I closed my eyes, I could still see them. My heart hammered away at my ribs and my chest felt so tight I could barely breathe. I forced myself to take long, deep breaths. Finally, I opened my eyes.
They were in a blind spot.
Sickma has confirmed a vampire.
There we come again. That's just very dirty. You don't see anything in it.
Clones don't have belly buttons. Dun 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 dun. Spoiler.
No. But Clover did have one. It was just very high. Also, Sabis, welcome back. Good timing. We just started again.
Maybe she had it drawn on.
That could actually be.
Exactly. Maybe surgically removing belly buttons is trendy in this setting. It could be. No, we're not talking about that, Tifa.
Belly button removal is an actual body modification.
What?
The security camera.
I'm just imagining if they like close it.
No, don't.
And then like make another one.
No. No, Tifa. No.
Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room?
Stop. Exactly.
Body modification comes in all shapes and forms. Yes.
That is true. And Tifa would love to tell you about the intricate details about every single shape and form she's ever come across.
I love extreme body modifications, but usually people
and
don't
Tifa,
agree
there
with
is
me.
a time and place for everything, and the time for that is not now, and the place is not here.
Fine. Fine. We should check if Dio has a belly button though.
No, we should not.
Yeah, but then we know the whole if clones have a belly button is true or not. Seeing how Dio is a clone. I'm not talking about modifications. I'm just going into the thing that clones don't have belly buttons.
Yeah, I was trying to go there too, but you wouldn't let me. Is there actually like a movie or series or a book where that is a plot twist? Like that the people that don't have a belly button turn out to be clones?
It should.
There are more interesting things to discuss, like this video game. Yeah. I guess the partition was in the way.
Yeah.
They're handcuffed together.
It's kind of weird to have so many blind spots in a depth
It's very
game.
Convenient, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere.
Also, the way they
That's
are
why it is
handcuffed.
K. That's why it's K.
Why would it be K?
It has to be K.
But why?
Because of the blind spots. Who else would know about all of them? K has lived in this facility all his life, potentially.
But why would K go through the trouble of saving us but killing the rest?
Because he knows that we will be zero.
Do you really think he chained them so low? Like I was thinking because of the height, it could also easily be Quark.
No, isn't it convenient that these murders happen in places where the cameras don't see them? Do you think that's a coincidence? Because it could be. I'm not saying it's not. It
Alice
could
is
just
absolutely
be
a coincidence.
Nah.
Alice is not killed by Kay. Alice was suicide. I am pretty sure that stays a suicide.
No. I think there's somebody behind this.
I mean, yes, it is very convenient that all of them are in a blind spot.
Makes sense if K is working for Zero. All K needs as a motive, if you ask me, is to look at Sickma and get his memories back and realize, wait, he looks like me without the mask. And he looks a lot like my dad when he was younger. Could there be a reason for this? Oh yeah, he is Zero. It's a stretch, but given the other things we've seen in this game, not that far of a stretch.
I mean, we have stretched quite a lot. Yes, that is very true. How do you identify Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden from a group of regular people? They're the only ones without a belly button. I mean, that does make sense.
Wait a minute. K is short for kilo or 1,000. That is a number, and so is Zero.
Coincidence?
Yeah.
I think not.
And 10 Miyuji, 1, 0, 1, 0, as in he is a 0. Given what happened with Zero in the previous game, possible. Exactly. Time travel shenanigans? Yep.
Yeah.
The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink.
They would have been trapped here when the doors closed. Why?
Look. See the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off.
I believe the best way is to break your thumb.
That's what they do in movies, at least. They
dislocate.
They dislocate the thumb, like whatever it is, to this angle, so that you can push your thumb deeper into your palm and then try to slide out. Yeah. No, Tifa, you do not need to think of all the intricate details of that. So, you're saying it wasn't one of them that did this?
Probably not.
Oof. There's a cut on 10 Miyuji's left hand. It looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar.
Also, what's...
So
oh,
it was
this is
Dio.
where he got injected.
So it was Dio.
So he then grabbed
Dio
the knife,
killed
probably.
10 Miyuji... So, okay. Yeah. Well, unless K picked up the knife. Which could also be because Dio was in the room for about 10 seconds, if I recall correctly. Maybe he was trying to get the knife out of Luna's chest. Alice's chest.
But it wasn't there.
No, but he didn't have the time. Like, he went in there, looked around, saw Alice laying there, tried to get it out, heard the sound of a door opening away somewhere.
It is
and
possible.
ran out, and then Kane did this. Still saying it's open. So many murders that we can't really guess the motives. Yes, but at least they're asking why.
That is true.
It looks like it's probably from a knife or something similar. It must have been deep.
And the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. I don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, it doesn't look fatal. I don't think he died from this cut.
How do we see the cut, but not the weird injection?
Do you, by the way, now just accept that this is how the game designers decided that in the artwork you see on screen they show you injection marks?
Yeah, I've already accepted that. You know what I find the weird thing, though?
Tell me.
The scratch marks.
He probably tried to get it off because he knew it was gonna inject him.
But the inside, besides the needles there, are flat. Do these look more like nail scratches?
I think it's supposed to be that.
But it can't be nail scratches.
I think it's supposed to be from trying to get the bracelet off.
Okay.
The penalty. When the primary doors closed, they couldn't get to them. The needles in their bracelets activated and...
Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected. The tubocurarine must have killed them.
Do you think that's why they were handcuffed to the sink?
They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. If someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them, they didn't need to tie them up.
That's why it makes even more sense for it to be Quark.
Oh wait, and that's why Quark is missing. Quark was put in the deep freezer pod thingy by Dio. And the reason Dio keeps making Quark disappear is because Quark is a clone of Left. Writing this down.
But we already agreed that Quark is a lefty.
Yes, but the reason why Quark keeps disappearing is because Dio keeps making him disappear. It's not that Quark just wanders off and goes, "I'ma kill people when I'm
Didn't we
grown up."
already establish that Dio is the one that keeps hiding Quark?
I don't recall that. Did Quark get rid of his bracelet in this flow? We don't know because we haven't found Quark yet. But I would imagine but Dio did, yeah. I mean, ultimately Quark has the bracelet off, whether it's because of Quark's intentions or Dio's, we don't know, if my theory is correct.
But before you write that down though, didn't we already establish that Dio is the one that locked up Quark?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. We also never established this in the game.
Didn't he already confess to that?
No. The only confession to doing something to somebody in a freezer pod was Kay admitting to killing Dio.
I'm not quite sure it was part of it though.
No.
Well, we'll find out. If it's mentioned during that talk, it doesn't count.
Would they have entered the same room if we imagine that they had managed to break free? They couldn't have, because... Oh, entered the same room. I don't know. Good question.
Also, I got like several mosquito stings and they're driving me nuts.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
I have like 3 on my arm and 1 here on my face.
It's karma.
It's really annoying.
For not sleeping.
Okay, but it still makes sense for it to be Quark. Because like they said, if it's like Dio, there's no point because they couldn't enter the door anyway.
Let's try to find out. Yeah, you've got a point. What's wrong?
I take back what I just said.
Did you find something?
Yeah.
Quark.
Fi bent down to pick something up and handed it to me. A cyan bracelet. This was Quark's.
Quark got rid of his bracelet. Okay.
Correct. It has 9 BP too. There's no mistake.
Did she say correct? Quark? Correct? Correct? You heard it.
No, she didn't, and that was about as bad as my lock joke.
Nothing is as bad as your lock joke. Like, no matter what I say, it's above the lock joke.
Tifa, you have said some wild things and no.
She said correct. See? There's no mistake.
As long as you believe it. What is Quark's bracelet doing here?
That's a good question.
Wait, no, hold on. If Quark's bracelet is here, then that means...
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
No. No. This can't be happening. Not Quark.
Hey, Sickma, calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead.
Is this the floor where we learn how to get the thing off?
Ooh, things like that.
But...
In fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope.
A ray of hope?
Yeah. If Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine.
Fair.
How do people immediately think of the positive in situations like that? I would think someone killed him, his bracelet is off and laying here, and they moved the body to hide him.
That's what Sickma is doing.
Yeah, but she's immediately like, oh no, he must be alive, and found a way to get rid of the bracelet.
Because it would be annoying if all the characters say and think the same things.
Yeah, I guess.
You You mean the bracelet came off before the doors closed?
Yeah.
Stop scratching, press buttons. I don't know if you see this, but she's like, you know, the more you scratch, the more it itches. Be strong. Be stronger than the itch. Be stronger. Wouldn't the bracelet be bloody then? Not necessarily, unless it depends on how they did it.
Let me play the game. No reason to assume this. Yeah, I think that's way too positive.
No, they're steering you towards, hey, there are other ways to get rid of the bracelets other than dying. Prison! That's impossible. Zero Jr. told us that they only come off when your heart stops or when you escape.
Maybe he got out then.
Right, he's got 9 BP.
So what's the bracelet doing here then?
Wait, so you're saying he escaped, then came back and left his bracelet here? No, that's impossible too. Zero Jr. said that the number 9 door only opens once. Even if he was able to get outside, he couldn't come back in.
Why do you have to be so pessimistic?
Why are you so optimistic? Stop giving hope.
Have you actually seen Quark dead? Huh?
Like, come with a good reason on why his bracelet is off.
No, Phi is smart here. This is the #1 rule in fiction. Unless you've seen the character die, they don't have to be dead. And if you're a comic book, even if you see the character die, they will come back somehow. But she has a point.
But right now, Quark is a Quarkinger's cat.
Oh, a Schrodinger's quark. Not a Quarkinger's.
I also like Schrodinger's quark.
Yeah.
But Quarkinger's cat also kind of works.
No, it doesn't.
Huh?
No. Stop trying to make that a thing. Doesn't work.
Quarkinger's cat.
Hello, Dark Lord. Happy Sunday. And I'm still on the Schrodinger's quark train.
Especially in writing, it looks kind of fancy.
Katze streicheln. We need like a pet. The cat command. And then we need like a cat to...
So we're gonna get a cat?
I don't think I should have done this.
What did you do to my hair? I'll take it.
It looks better from the front.
It's fine.
Can you edit that command? One time Gatze is enough, I think. Is it? It needs to be 2. You can never pet a cat just once. But I could, if you want me to. Schrodinger's cat is a quantum physics paradox. A quark is a subatomic particle.
It still works.
I didn't know that, and I don't care. Too many details. Yes, but the prompt command already has 4. Oh, okay, I see your point. I will try to remember that for during the break.
I'll remind you of cats. But yeah, I don't mind getting a cat just for the command. How about a parrot?
Parrots are not cats.
Yeah, but we can get a parrot. That's also cool.
No.
Probably has better jokes than you. Or we teach it your lock joke. Can I see your locks? Can Polly see your locks?
And then people line up around the apartment building just to hand in their stool samples. Tifa just destroyed Jack. Yeah, she did.
Oh, your hair's really soft.
Yes, I know, right? Tell people how soft it is.
That is quite nice, actually.
The power of the cheapest shampoo money can buy. That's actually true.
My hair turns like rope, and yours turns into silk.
Silk.
So, Quarkinger's cat, huh?
You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be.
See? She goes again. You are a godlike being, Sigma. If you believe there is an answer, there will be an answer.
I won the lottery on Friday, and I'm going to pick it up tomorrow.
Good luck going through life as Sigma with people like this in your corner. Just go to your boss and tell them, I'm getting a raise. It doesn't work like that.
I do understand the need to be positive. Like, being negative all the time can be draining, and you want to see the good things and don't focus on the bad things. But like, at least come with a plausible reason on why you think he's still alive? Like now it's...
That would confuse me in this situation. Yeah, kind of.
A little bit. Now it's just like, seems like pointless optimism, you know what I mean?
This is the same five that earlier told people, I didn't allow you to have feelings. So like, it's a bit of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Really? So you're saying this is what we wanted to happen?
That's enough!
Did she just slap him for being, I don't know, grieving the death of two people?
We were willing to die for these two people, by the way.
Okay, now that, yeah, true, that was a thing too. I guess it's more like a snap out of it.
I mean, yeah, it is. But
fair.
remember the whole, if they die, we will die?
Yeah, it's
willingly.
Like, you know, if Sickma in this flow was just always like this, okay, I would just accept it, but Faye was there too, and she's like, yeah, let's just stand here.
Quark is definitely alive. He has to be. He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get killed.
Well, does Clover? Doesn't she count as still a kid, technically?
I remember us being told the timeline for all of this, and I don't remember exactly. 20-something? Early 20s?
21.
Something like that. The same brain fart from earlier. I wanted to ask if she meant Clover and Tenmuji weren't innocent and had deserved to die, but swallowed my words.
Seems for the best.
Yeah. That's not a good question to ask, you know, like this.
Well, it's always worse when a child dies.
Yeah. Fighting wasn't going to help us. All I could do was hope that Faye was right. Perhaps Quark was still alive. What are you doing?
I'm waiting for the AB room to get started.
By somebody.
Their bodies.
Yeah.
Tenmyoji first. Clues.
Why?
Oh, sorry.
Why?
I double tapped.
What kind of clues?
To who might have killed them?
Can we start about in which room were the handcuffs?
Yeah, that was in a room. I think Sabes explained that to us last time already.
Yeah, we talked about it in the previous stream, but I don't remember.
They were in one of the rooms. I'm willing to believe that.
Well, we can try to pinpoint it if we know who was in that room.
I won't be able to.
One of the rooms. Yeah.
I'm happy that I can remember that Excelivir was in the infirmary. I think.
I don't think that was in the infirmary. But that doesn't matter. We'll probably find out.
Well, at least in one flow it was, because wasn't that where Quark got it from? In one where he has it in his pocket?
Oh, true, in one of the very first ones, now that you mention. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody had access to afterwards. Yeah, but if one of, like, if K or Dio was in, we can try to, especially if it's Dio, we can assume that he probably took it along before the rest got a chance to check the rooms.
I see your point, but I would like to point out the impossibility of piecing it together by ourselves, because that means we would also have to remember where everybody was at all times during this flow. And no.
Not happening.
Are they dead? Hello, Mommy. Yes,
They're very dead. How are you doing, Mommy?
As far as we know, at least.
Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killers saw it, that would make for an obvious motive.
If Quark's bracelet, Clover and Tenmyoji would have been able to go through the white doors. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that.
So you think they were holding on to Quark's bracelet?
Or Tenmyoji and Clover put Quark in the freezer, the thingy came off, and they were like, okay, cool, now he can be not sicker, and we go in the door.
But in the previous thing, where...
Yep, that's...
But in the previous thing, where Pot was in the freezer, he still had his... Quark was in the pot, he still had his bracelet on.
No.
You sure? Oh, no,
Not
it was
always.
off. True.
Yeah.
In one of them it was off.
Exactly.
Well, it could be that they found him, took his bracelet along, and decided to leave him in there for now. And that's why the bracelet is laying next to them, because they dropped it when they died.
If only someone had the power to undo previous actions. Or like Sickma and Fight, jumping into a different multiverse? A little bit. Also, crew quarters, I believe they were used to stop one room from opening. Might be wrong about that one though. It sounds better than us not knowing anything. It was in one of the rooms.
I think you're right with the crew quarters. One of them was blocked and we had to use a key to open it so that the door could open.
Sickma and Miles Morales confirmed.
But I don't remember who went to the crew quarters.
That would make the game very different. The killer handcuffed them to the sink to prevent that.
Right. That's my guess, at least. That's odd.
What's wrong?
I can't find anything.
Huh?
I should have found something.
What?
You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol.
Yeah.
I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket.
He stole the psh from us.
This just goes to show that once again, sexism in the clothing industry is disgusting. Women's clothing usually doesn't have pockets or very shallow ones where you can't put shit in. And Tenmyoji's clothing articles have pockets big enough to fit a bottle of luminol.
Well...
Make it make sense. And now you can't find it.
Right.
Do you think the killer took it?
I don't know.
We left it in the room
too. Give me a minute.
Maybe they're very small bottles.
No, we saw them in the recreation room. They were decent sized bottles.
I think they were the size of normal spray bottles for like cleaning agents and stuff.
Yeah, or for plants. The spray ones.
Fi knelt down next to Clover as she spoke and began to gingerly examine her corpse. And after a moment I saw her hand stop.
Look. See your thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there?
Yeah, it does.
Sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit.
It's written in blood.
Olp? Dio?
Dio. Yeah. It's in English and it's a lowercase d and she wrote it in reverse.
Why in reverse though?
I don't know. 11037.
Well, it does seem like Dio at the moment. 016.
Or that. I think it's Dio in reverse. If you mirror that, it's Dio.
I want to say Dio too, but in reverse seems a bit weird. And the 1, L or I, whatever it is, does seem like it has a dot on it.
That's where she put her finger. Doesn't make sense from her POV. Yes, true, but puzzles. I see your point, but puzzles. I think it's meant to say 11 or 37. Yes. She has a belly button.
She's not a clone.
Potentially. It's written in blood. It must be Tenmyoji's.
It says 016.
Fi agrees with you. Wait, it must be Tenmyoji's.
From his hand.
Why Tenmyoji's? Clover also has blood on one finger.
He literally had a palm full of blood. So she dipped her finger into his wound to do that.
Oh, like that. I thought he meant Tenmyoji wrote that. Yeah, never mind.
What does that mean?
Hang on. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. 016. 016.
What?
I know I've seen it somewhere.
I don't recall seeing that.
It's no use.
016.
Where have we seen that before?
Can't
Supposedly.
remember.
In one of the rooms?
Neostigmine! What? That was the vaccination part, the anti-poison for the tuberculin, right?
I have no clue.
They were alive before the bracelets went off. Yeah, they were.
They were probably chained to this and then left.
They tried to get out of it, which is why their arms are all scratched up. Realized, nope, we're stuck here, we're gonna die, so at least they left clues.
But who? 016.
Don't get my hopes up like that.
Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with the soparil. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who'd killed her.
Couldn't you write a name?
016, huh? Maybe, but the only people who could have done it are K and Dio. Assuming it wasn't one of us, I mean...
No. There's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just...
I'm not saying Quark is suspicious, but you know...
He is suspicious.
Yes, he is.
016.
Damn it. This is hopeless. We can't keep up anymore. Everything here's goddamn mystery. Like, what about that old woman we found? Who killed her? The movement of the AB room makes Luna seem the most suspicious. But when would she have done it? And we don't have a good explanation for why she would have wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. And of course, now Luna's dead too. So who could have killed her? The footage from the security camera paired with Dio's behavior makes Clover seem like the most likely suspect. But now we'll never know for sure. Alice's killer is a complete mystery. We don't know what the hell 016 is supposed to mean. We don't have any idea where Quark's gone. What the hell does any of this mean? Who killed everyone? Was it Zero? Zero Senior? And who is Zero Senior? What the hell does he want? Why does this game even exist, and why did they kidnap us and bring us here? While we're at it, where is this? When is this? Mysteries? Mysteries? Mysteries. I feel like my head's about to explode. Sickma actually asking the same questions I would ask. Yes. We're finally getting back to the good writing part.
He's asking all of the questions, which is also a good thing. This is exactly what you would be wondering.
Yeah, check her other file, dummy. Maybe she wrote it on there and the blood got stamped on this file. Which again would make it Dio. Because that's why it's reversed.
Because it...
Yes.
Stuck to one thing. But would we seriously not see it?
She wrote Dio on her left thigh. Her thighs went to maybe hide the message or because she died. And then...
Would we seriously only check one side of the...
I wouldn't, but we let Phi do this.
I want to believe Phi checked both sides.
He's asking all the questions, as he should. Please, Phi. Give me something, anything. A clue, a hint, come on, you've gotta have something.
The luminol.
Huh?
I think there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket.
Okay, but how is that important?
Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it?
So they could test for blood?
What would they need to do in order to do that?
They just need to spray the bottle at whatever they want to test.
That's it?
And turn the lights off.
No, wait, you're right. Luminol reacts with organic compounds and glows, but the glow is really faint. So you need to make it dark. You have to turn off the lights in order to see if anything's glowing.
And that would mean?
That would mean... The Rec Room. Why would she write lowercase d instead of uppercase d? Maybe it's because it's in English to begin with. Like, once again, this is a Japanese-made game, right?
I would really wonder about that though. Like, the lowercase might just be easier to write.
Ah, you write names in capital. Yeah, but
I don't think in a situation like that, that's necessarily what you might think of.
hear me out. Here's my weird logic behind this. So, Clover is Japanese, exactly. So, if she is trying to hide the clue by writing the name not the way it is written in Japanese, kanji, or whatever you use to spell names, I think it's kanji, right?
Oh yeah.
She wrote it in English to obfuscate the hint.
Nah, you're thinking too much into it.
Maybe the same way I would not be able to write properly in kanji, ever, I think. She made the mistake of mistaking the lowercase and the uppercase d because she didn't pay attention in English. I don't know.
I think you guys are overthinking it.
I will be absolutely elated when that turns out to be the reason.
Nah. Also, while Phi and Sigma race for the door, how about we race for a break?
I guess we could.
BRB.
BRB.
We're back.
And you just missed Tifa's weird stomach gurgles.
I save them all for the breaks.
Every time we take a break, or before the stream, I ask Tifa, are you ready? And every time she goes yes, and every time I wait another 5 seconds. And then she was like, ugh. And only then did I press the button. You're welcome. And you all missed out. That was a good one.
Well, you know by now.
Definitely just a case of 11037, and where hiding English words upside down or mirrored would be more difficult for the initial target demographic, Japanese people, and doing the same with Japanese symbols. It's true.
Yeah.
I'm happy I missed Tifa's stomach gurgles.
It's not gonna be that complicated here, I think.
Phi and I raced for the door. We weren't sure what we'd find, but we knew where we were going. Now I had a feeling deep in my gut that whatever we found would be the breakthrough I'd been looking for. 016. What?
Well, Phi says it seemed familiar, so we're probably just forgetting something.
Is it the dartboard? 88. 2 times 8 points.
We must have seen the number somewhere.
Is there anything else with numbers in that thing? There was the A, B, C, D, E, F with billiard balls. This is now the international hand language sign for billiard balls. What else did we have? We had a conveyor belt. That was yours?
That's better than this.
This is talk to the hand. I did this. The fingers move individually. Please, get your Jack sign language straight.
That's not better.
Wow. Are you just out there to hurt me today? Feel offended?
Which language would that be? Anything like that.
Shrift!
Shrift!
How are you doing?
No! Wait, both of them! Okay, Shrift, thank you for the
I've got very conflicting feelings. First of all, now everybody saw the new pop-up thingy that I did. I still need to work on that overlap. Also, we were happy at the worst possible moment. I told you K would die. I told you.
This is not how it was supposed to be. Also, before we go into this, crazy to think how I find you all in quarantine it, and now I'm celebrating my 18th birthday today.
Here's to your Shrift. Tifa, gefeliciteerd. Congratulations for Shrift's 18th birthday today,
wait,
everybody.
Do you actually mean your 18th birthday, or do you mean your 18-month sub birthday? Because I think it's the 18-month sub birthday, regardless. Congratulations.
No, Shrift is 18 now.
Actually?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, I mean my 18th birthday.
But you're also subbed for 18 months, so I was...
It was meant to be, but I see how Tifa is confused.
So I wasn't sure which one you meant. In that case, congratulations.
Again, congratulations. Yes,
Congratulations, Shrift. What are you doing for your birthday? 18.
I could honestly consider you two my friends with how much I've been here. Here's too many more to come. I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm gonna drink some water in your honor.
We'll pretend it's vodka or something. Cheers.
What? Shrift lives in America. It's still 3 more years until legal drinking age.
Oh, yeah, it's 21 there.
Yeah.
Well, then it's back to water.
Yeah. What a scene to walk into. Yeah. Also, potentially the worst moment for us to celebrate a sub. Sorry, Kay. Sorry, Dio.
Regardless.
Oh, yeah, you also haven't seen the new follow age command. Well, there you go. The old one was broken. We could never get it to work. So,
Yeah.
How descriptive. I know, right? I know. Just
If
gives
you
us
are
something.
seriously wondering, you've been following since the 17th of March 2021.
Not bad.
So
Not
we're
bad.
like 2 years in.
Yes.
That was when we played Danganronpa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. We've been playing for a month then, I think. I believe we started in February somewhere.
Yes, we did.
2.5 years is crazy. Yes,
Yeah.
it is. And happy to still have you around.
Exactly. Here's
Oh.
to the next 2.5, at least.
The follow age is broken everywhere. Oh, that's good news. Then it's not us.
So it wasn't me.
I thought we could
happy to hear
never get it to work.
And now, so I don't see anything else I'm not supposed to. Yeah, sorry. Inopportune moment for somebody who wants to experience this game unspoiled.
Thank you for dropping
you very
by
much.
and have an awesome rest of your birthday.
Yes, please enjoy the day and everything that comes with it.
Have some cake for us as well.
2 slices, at least 1 for each of us.
Ooh,
I
I
agree.
like that.
Talking about slices.
Yeah, so
I feel really bad for Kay.
it has to be Quark though, because even if Kay and Dio went at each other here, Kay is stabbed in the back. So if Kay is the one that nailed Dio to the wall here,
It's not Quark.
then who is the one that killed Kay?
I think this is one of those really dumb moments where 2 people fight with each other and they both end up dead.
Then tell me, how did he get stabbed in the back?
That happened first.
That is an absolute killing blow.
Kay figured out that Dio is a piece of shit murderer. Okay?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So,
yeah.
then Kay followed the same leads we're following. Okay?
Mhm.
So, he goes in here. They had gone into the room. We established this from the security camera. So they have done their puzzle. Right? After this, Kay goes looking around and learns the same thing we just learned, that Tenmyuji and Clover are dead.
Okay.
Then he goes, 0116. Dio, I remember I need to go to the rec room. He runs to the rec room,
What does everyone think of
tries to do the thing we came here to do, as Tifa rearranges her butt and the chair. And then Dio sneaks up on him and hits him for critical damage because sneak attack. He just smashes the axe into him because apparently that armor isn't really that good at armoring. Kay, in his last moments before succumbing to being axed in the spine,
I don't see this as I'm still gonna keep
grabs
walking.
the nearest item, that little spear thingy or whatever it is that he used, turns around, rams it through Dio, and in a last act of defiance nails him into the wall before succumbing to his wounds. Jack, they were murdered. Possible, but if I want to go with they did this to each other, that's how it happened.
I mean, you're also correct, Quark would need a lot of strength to do this. I mean, have you ever tried nailing someone to a wall? That I mean, I have not tried, of course, as well, but I can
in
imagine.
Movies and books.
Like, you don't do that easily. Like, look at that. It went through his whole body into the wall, holding him up. Like, that has to take some sort of strength.
Unlike my associate here, I cannot speak from first-hand experience, but you know what you just reminded of? It's kind of funny how sometimes in like movies or books they go like, oh, I didn't think it would be this easy to ram a knife into another person, killing them. But there also seems to be like an equal amount of media where they go, oh, doing this was way harder than it always looked on TV and stuff.
Oh, wait. Dio is still alive.
Or he has a really thick hand.
Okay, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you, but I only
he
just
still
realized
has his bracelet on.
He still has his bracelet on.
Well, if only somebody would press a button and we could figure out what happens next. He still doesn't do it. Everything in my head ground to a halt. Even after all I'd seen, a room full of corpses had a profound effect. It was such a ridiculous thought that before I could stop myself, I laughed. That laugh made me think. Was laughter in this situation a defensive response designed to protect the brain from constant emotional bombardment? Yes, actually it is. They say that right before an animal dies, it feels a moment of comfort. Right before death, the brain releases a huge amount of endorphins into the bloodstream.
Yeah, actually, never mind.
Pain is only a warning signal meant to help the body avoid death, but when death becomes a certainty, pain no longer has any use. In fact, that loss of pain can lead to incredible feats on the edge of death. Like stabbing somebody through the body and into a wall. Okay. Let's say that two species of animal come under attack from some overwhelming force. All of them are severely wounded and near death. Species A feels pain, but species B doesn't. The horrible pain felt by species A prevents them from moving, but because they feel no pain, some of species B will manage to drag their wounded bodies to safety and survive. As a result, species A is eliminated and only species B manages to survive. This process of natural selection has been repeated for thousands, no, millions of years. All creatures that walk the face of the earth are descended from species B. I'm no exception. That's why I can look at a room full of corpses and laugh. The genes I've been given by 1,000,000 years of evolution have changed my fear into ecstasy.
Nah, you cloned. There's no evolution in it.
I think it's not millions of years have changed you, Sickma. I think it's you snapping, which I think is a very natural and normal reaction to all of this happening. The 10th player lying hidden somewhere within this, whatever this place is. They're called Uncle Zero. Watch out for them. Sickma's just happy that Dio is finally dead. Aren't we all?
I think he might still be alive, though.
Let's find out. I guess this means you and I are the only survivors.
Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. He is still out there.
Quark's the one that put that axe in his back.
Ding dong, the douche is dead. I know, right? Every
Together
time
with everyone else.
Every time I feel such pain and discomfort. No, I don't. No, Dio is dead. I love those emotes. I love them so much. They are so adorable. It's making me cry.
That's
Here, wait.
okay.
This will help your mosquito sting.
We'll see Dio in a different float.
A virgin's tears for healing.
Thank you. That's gonna make him more itchy.
So, would that mean he killed them? I mean, you said yourself that there was no way there was a 10th uninvited player out there when Alice was killed. And we've also refuted the possibility of Zero Senior being the 10th person. Wait, that is one heck of a typo, Bedinsis. The Dicking Douche. That's gonna be a wonderful name for a...
That's a stripper name.
No, that's a comedy porn star name.
The Dicking Douche?
Yes. Now, the Dickish Douche, that's a comedian name of an insult comic. But the Dicking Douche, that's his cousin who went into the porn business.
The D gotta stand for something.
Yes. There is no 10th person. The only people alive are you, me, and Quark. That means...
You're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back, and the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach. Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that?
Yes. It's called physics. Quark, aptly named after a unit in physics, is really good at on the fly making up these weird contraptions that just use kinetic force and multiply it.
He could also just be really strong.
Child? No. Robot? Yes. Unless that child is a clone of somebody really important and has like these sci-fi super enhancements.
At this point, I'm not gonna be surprised.
If I went through the trouble, of becoming a cult member and going full super brain into creating an army of clones after the deceased brother of the cult leader, you bet your ass I'm also learning about like genetic experiments to make them super strong.
That makes sense.
A clone of a robot, yes. Robot of a clone? Time will tell. Alright then. Are you saying you killed them?
Are you insane? And
Yeah.
just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time.
Not the whole time.
That sounds like gaslighting.
We've been unconscious for a bit. You think it's fine?
There is
Fire.
time that's unaccounted for.
I mean, yeah, but...
Fi is lying to us, you have a point.
You really think it's fine?
More likely than Quark.
I mean, I said it myself, but I don't think it's fine. I think Quark is more likely than fine. Even though in this timeline, Fi is a bit of a bitch. It's like, I told you I don't have a connection with you!
Who told you that you got to feel feelings? Probably, yeah. No, but you... I mean, I don't think you meant it, but you have a point. Sickma was passed out after we unlocked the room. So yes,
There was definitely
she
some time.
did check all of the thing, but we don't know how long we have been passed out. For all we know, we were gone for a day or two, or even longer.
Not that long.
How do you know?
Wouldn't the AB rooms automatically start then? Isn't there like a certain time there as well?
Okay, but you don't know how much time has passed, because when we unlocked the door, we didn't immediately go, okay, cool, let's check.
I mean, yes, that's
An
true.
unspecified amount of time has passed. Potentially enough to kill all of these people.
I mean, it could have been a few hours, yeah.
Fi wouldn't be able to handle that weapon unless a robot.
Hey, excuse me, have you seen her jumps and everything? She could also have superhuman strength, like who knows? Okay, it's Fi or Quark. Those are the main suspects at the moment, I guess.
Alright. She was right. After the end of the second round of the AB game, Fi and I hadn't been out of each other's sight. We'd gone through the white door, explored the security office, solved puzzles, all of it together.
Here it comes.
No. Wait. There had been one time. One time when I wasn't watching. A few minutes in the security office when I'd rested on the couch. Could she have snuck out then?
It felt like minutes to you, probably. It's like when you fall asleep and you think just before when your alarm goes off and you go like, 5 more minutes, and you turn around and suddenly an hour
minutes
passed.
Probably were like closer to 1 or 2 hours, because keep in mind he was in like this brain fog super slow-mo mode.
Especially with sleeping, it's hard to tell how long you've been out.
Wait, we know the answer to this. We got this in the other flow. They explained to us how the perception of time changes.
But even then, we don't
Was
know
it by
for how
factor
long
3?
we were out.
Was it by factor 3?
It could be, but that doesn't explain how much time we were out for. Just how
except
fast
longer
time
than we feel
Yeah.
like it should be.
More than a few minutes.
Still, what is the fucking motive of brains? That's the beauty of this game. We will get answers, but at the end probably.
I have a feeling you're not gonna learn about any motive today.
Psycho. Level with me here.
Pretty certain.
After the end of 999, what if at the very end none of this gets answered? What if they just give you the conclusion to this story, but all these details, they never get answered? I can tell you the factor that was already revealed, right? Yes, it was something.
We just forgot.
Something to the power of, and you said a weird math word back then that I already forgot because math words.
There was math involved.
Squared 6. That's what
sounds.
it was. It sounds like a timestamp for another adult thing. Yeah. Oh, true. The square root is also called a radical. I remember things. Those
Oh,
parts,
yeah.
Hence
That's
radical
where
6.
it came from. Yeah, true.
Alright. The rec room and the security office weren't that far away from one another. If a round trip took about a minute, and she'd kill them in 4 minutes, then the whole thing would have only taken her 5 minutes.
Why is he so sure he was out for such a short time?
5 minutes. 5 minutes, huh? Just how long had I been out? No, that wasn't really right. I hadn't really been out. I just felt like everything was being fast forwarded, probably because my mental processing speed had dropped. But how long had I been like that?
Wouldn't you at this point think, radical 6 after knowing that's a symptom?
Yes, but they don't know the symptoms in this flow, do they?
We discussed the symptoms.
I do not recall, simply because we always use the skip function for those parts. And I don't recall at what point that gets explained. It could be.
I'm quite sure we go through the whole radical 6 thing and the symptoms in every round.
No,
No?
we don't.
Really? We skip that sometimes?
Yeah.
Was not discussed in this flow.
Thank you.
Even...
No.
Okay.
I mean, that radical 6 is a thing, yes, but the minute details, like the square root 6, hence radical 6, no.
Okay. Then I understand that he doesn't believe that.
It might have only felt like a few seconds to me, but it could have been much longer. And where had something like mental processing speed dropping come from? Hey, what you doing, Wi-Fi?
Checking their bodies like before. I decided to start with Dio.
Find anything?
Yeah, 2 things actually.
No?
Take a look at this.
Hey, there's a knife.
Hey, it says, oh my god, oh my lord. Free the soul is so far up their own ass. They equip the myrmidons with knives, stamped with the word myrmidons.
Hey, now you know it's their knife. Gotta brand your property.
As opposed to scientists of Free the Soul, functionaries, fans. This is so dumb. But hey, they believe they're better than normal humans, so, you know. In the other flow, we explained to Clover how Alice killed herself because of her symptoms. Or it's just an in-universe brand name. Imagine looking that word up. I'm not going to because
I think it's too specific for a brand name in this situation.
I mean, another game we recently played used that gimmick.
Yeah, but nah, I don't think it's a brand. It probably is something as stupid as branding their own shit.
Yes. Honestly, if you are at a point where you believe everybody else is subhuman trash and needs to be killed to purify the world, I wouldn't put it past you to stamp your name on things. A knife.
Yeah.
There's something engraved on the blade too. Myrmidons. Is that the name of a manufacturer?
Dunno. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
in Alice's body,
chest.
yeah. Like, see? You can obviously see it sticking out.
I love how with some things the details don't matter, and with this, where you can see the 2 pixels next to her hair, which is almost the same color.
Wait, you see 2 pixels? Actually,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
here.
oh, here it's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the handle.
Yeah, exactly. It just
you can
looks like
so
a strand.
not tell that.
The name being on the knife makes sense once you finish the game and think about it. Yeah, it seems really stupid it's on the blade right now. No, it makes perfect sense. It really? Not even like being ironic? It makes perfect sense to stamp your name on things if you're this high in your own ass.
They probably have their own uniform logo too.
Yeah. Yeah. He probably has Myrmidons as a tramp stamp, like on his lower back. Myrmidons for life!
Apparently it's also something from Greek mythology.
Yeah, they were the soldiers in the Odyssey. I remember discussing that when the word first came up.
Well, they probably stole the name from that too.
Yeah. This is the knife that was stabbed into Alice's chest.
Right. From the looks of it, I guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide.
That's very specific.
Those are the exact dimensions of the blade, of a wound inflicted by a blade on old dead lady.
Oh, that's why she comes to...
Yeah, so that you go, oh! But we already knew that it was him, because we got that overflow.
I was like saying, like, who would even think so? It's like, this is 3 millimeters wide, but it's because of that. Yeah, okay.
I think I've heard those numbers before.
Like, wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters.
I see.
Wound width, 3 millimeters.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. When Luna scanned the old woman's body, those were the numbers it gave us for the wound.
Right. Well, wound cavity would be the depth of the wound. Wound length would be how long it is from top to bottom. And wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words...
It's specific because it's her knife. Oh, wait. That should be... I mean... The ultimate plot twist is that Phi is also a Free the Soul Myrmidon clone. Because the whole, oh, women are unclean was a misunderstanding on your part. And or they realized if they don't have women, then their new world is gonna be very short-lived.
Then why have they been...
Oh wait, they have
you
clones.
keep cloning them.
Yeah, true.
Then why is she working against you? Even almost smashed his brain in.
Maybe she is super left. I don't know.
Yeah.
Those numbers describe the size and shape of a wound, right?
Right.
So, if they match, then that means this knife was used to kill the old woman.
Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure.
Eyeballing. Up to a millimeter.
Sure thing.
Does she just like take her nail and go like, yeah, wait, I know my nail is like a millimeter, and if I go 3 millimeters. Yeah.
Not happening.
Still, why does Dio have it?
He must have gotten it from Alice.
I know that. What I mean is, why'd he take it? Did he want to destroy the evidence? Maybe he was the one who killed Alice.
That would match up with what we saw.
No, wait. Hold on a second. I'm getting confused here. Alice would have had that knife first, right? She picked it up when she found it wrapped up in the handkerchief next to the AB room.
Right.
So Dio took it from her and stabbed her? If that's what happened, why didn't he just take the knife then? Why leave it there for us to see, then come back and get it later? So she did kill herself.
Look into that more later.
All of her flows. That's why she has it and he doesn't.
Did we write that down by any chance? Probably not.
Did we write down what?
Nah, you didn't write that down.
If you stop playing the pronoun
That
game
I said
with me...
that Alice killed herself in every single route, but that's not really a prediction. That's just a fact.
Yeah, no, you did not make me write that down here.
No, that's fine.
You can eyeball it if you worked with metal. So maybe Phi is a metal worker.
Nah, Phi is just showing off.
First, I want you to have a look at something else.
What?
Don't you remember what I said? I found two things. There was the knife and this.
Oh, the opening for K's.
Oh snap! Are we gonna open K up? Hey, this is that key.
What do you mean, that key?
We found it in the Golem Bay.
You know what I found the weirdest, by the way?
Hmm?
We still have to do the AB run.
Potentially.
Aren't we with Phi?
We will find out, Tiva.
No, but is Phi our partner or are we against Phi?
I have no idea. No, honestly, I forgot. I just go where the story takes us.
I guess, yeah.
Didn't have any idea what it was for then, though. But Alice said it might be important, so she'd hang on to it just in case.
So Kay, while finding Luna, probably grabbed that thing off of her too. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Alice should have had this, right?
Yeah.
And now Dio's got it.
Yeah.
So when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key.
Or that.
How do you know it's K's key?
That's what Sickma's now gonna say?
Wait. K's key.
She probably got that information from a different route.
Oh man. You couldn't figure it out from the shape?
Sometimes I really dislike her.
She can't tell us that she has access to morphogenetic field stuff, that she's jumping timelines.
I mean, yeah,
universes.
but still.
She has to be like this. What do you mean?
Get over here. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you.
There have been other weird keyholes in all the puzzle rooms. Yeah, pretty much.
That too, yeah.
But, you know, I just realized this. If you had the ability to jump between parallel universes, okay? But you keep living through similar but different scenarios. And assuming like this is Phi after her as the character has seen all the stuff we have already seen in the other flows. At what point do you mentally break down?
Well, mentally break down is maybe a...
Or become jaded, or become erratic. Like, even just living your life can be too much at times. And that's fair, that's life. It sucks sometimes. But imagine going through infinite versions of that and having to deal with all of these things, having seen possibly every single version of all of this going wrong and everybody being dumb and assholes to each other and killing each other off. And then now you're here and you're like, oh my god, these idiots. Dio is gonna kill everybody, how do I make sure? Why am I the one looking after them? You know what I mean? Would explain why she's a bitch most of the time. Not because she's being an asshole, but because she also needs to cope with all of these situations.
I don't think it's as deep as you're trying to make
At what
it.
point, like, how do you begin to understand that the person you're standing in front of isn't the person that you have spent
I think the only
so much time with
problem
already
that you will
across
start
these things?
having is to know which information is from where, which is basically the same thing we're having. Like, did this actually happen?
Yeah.
Did this come from there? But other than that,
At what point do you start binge watching Rick and Morty?
mentally broke down 69 streams ago because this game is still about.
Hello,
How you
Skinner,
doing,
and
Skinner?
I would like to remind you of your nickname that I gave you in our Discord, because you keep saying you're not a fan, but why are you so good at like calling out all the plot points? So clearly you have played them before.
We do know you play them secretly, but that's okay.
And unless I get proof, actual hard scientific evidence that I'm making that up, I maintain that. How you doing? She walked over to Kay's head, knelt down on one knee and pointed to the back of it.
Regardless, Faye is annoying me. Or Faye is annoying me.
Faye is annoying too.
You remember this, right?
Oh yeah. So that's it. It unlocks the suit, right?
Yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Before I had time to prepare myself, Faye shoved the key into the slot and twisted. But
Stuck.
it's jammed.
It's no good. Can't get it open.
It's not the key after all, huh?
No offense, Skinner, but shut up and play Umineko. Make me. I want to see that. I want to be there and film that.
Don't forget to stream it.
How does that happen? Like Evie leaving her tower, flying to the UK,
Yeah, Skinner just needs to stream it.
haunting down Skinner, like all detective style, you know, like just pacing through every street in all of the UK. There's several. Like,
have you seen this guy?
we've seen this man, like scouring through like hours and hours of footage of Skinner, hoping he says something that indicates where she can find him. Why not?
Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here...
You're saying it shorted the suit or something?
I think so. At any rate, the
Or
key
you're
fits
just wrong.
perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit.
Do you think Dio knew that when he took it?
I wonder...
I think Dio is just a kleptomaniac.
Even if I didn't know what this thing did, I would take it anyway. Like, who knows when you will need it. And it's not like Alice.
I'm gonna go with a gruesome method that honest psychologist pointed out. Just chop off the head.
I mean, we do have an axe.
He's not using it anymore, is he?
He's dead already anyway.
You'll play Umineko with me? Evie, it sounded like a promise to me. I think we should hold Skinner to him, but yeah.
I think that's a brilliant idea, actually.
So I guess we'll never know what his face really looks like.
Yeah. No way we can get that mask off with our bare hands.
I wonder who he was.
Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is.
A familiar face is what he is. She'd only been searching a few seconds before she stopped and pulled something out of Kay's robes.
Also, this means that Dio is dead, I guess.
Or
Even though I wonder why his bracelet didn't fall off.
Or he's actually still alive, just slowly bleeding out, and we just don't care. Honestly, after everything, I'm okay with that too.
Good point. But what would you do? Like, pull it in a bit more? Or push it in a bit more? Or just leave him as he is?
If Dio was still alive and I would be in there?
Yeah. Or just pull it out and make it faster.
Do I have a memory of all of her flows?
Let's go with yes.
I
mean,
I
yes.
think I would interrogate him, like try to get out all the remaining information I can from him. And then, after the shit he pulled in his own ending, I would just leave. I wouldn't even touch the weapon. I would just slowly back out.
Yeah. I mean, yes, you can't help him at this point anyway, but you can make it worse or nicer for him.
Well, faster. Nicer is up to debate.
I would say faster is nicer. But yeah, we can argue about that.
What is it?
A spray bottle with luminol in it.
That's one Tenmyuji had.
Like all of the 12 bottles didn't look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Then does that mean Kay was the one who handcuffed him to the sink?
We don't know yet.
Why not?
Kay might have taken the spray from Tenmyuji after he died. It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights.
Are you going to check for a luminol reaction?
Yeah. If Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it.
There's blood everywhere in here, though.
That's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. Alright, do it.
If he was bleeding out, taking the weapon from the wound would kill him faster.
Yeah.
Exactly, which is why I wouldn't touch it at all. Done.
Thanks. Just as I thought. Look, Dio's left wrist.
I want to look, but you know, it's not really happening.
Camera guy, please move. The underside of a bracelet is glowing.
So it is off, okay.
Exactly.
But why?
Because there are traces of blood on it.
Whose blood?
We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyuji, and these 2 here. I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though. See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean.
Okay, so now again we go into the he killed that old lady.
This is he killed somebody, but in this flow they don't figure out who.
That could also be, but seeing how... Didn't Tenmyuji tell us a little bit about that?
Well,
he checked us too.
He alluded to it, but no. We didn't get there. His hand is pressing the wall, that's why it doesn't slip from his hand. It sure looks like it.
I wouldn't think that gives enough pressure.
It does look like the bracelet is actually open there.
Yeah. I guess it's stuck between the wall and his arm.
They didn't see old lady's arm in this route. It wasn't.
Yeah, but Tenmyuji did, and Tenmyuji did the psh psh on us.
True.
And I think he said a little bit about why he did that. But
Tenmyuji had the right idea, but then we had to leave.
So we already know a bit about Tenmyuji.
Yeah.
Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol? It doesn't make sense.
That's true. Then that leaves the old woman, Alice, and Tenmyuji.
Right.
Thank you for the real-time turning on the light gameplay mechanic. Do you remember what Tenmyuji said to us in the room?
Sorry. I didn't mean to. My finger twitched. No. Panic.
No, now we know where we're in the flow.
Yeah, it's the exact same spot.
Now how about you take a deep breath and you stop freaking out and you stop pressing buttons so much.
Yeah.
Please, just do it.
Here we go. This is the same conversation we just talked about. Do you think Tenmyuji had figured out that one of the bracelets would have blood on it?
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's.
I wonder which it was.
No idea. But whatever the case, Tenmyuji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know.
Alice wouldn't make that much sense though, because why would you only spray the bracelet? And not like the other wrist, for example, too. Like he was only interested in spraying the bracelet thingy, which is what he did too.
Yeah, but they don't know that he stole the bracelet.
Yeah, but I mean, if she wants to know about Alice's blood too, about who killed Alice, why would you only spray the bracelet?
Because she doesn't know it's about having stolen the bracelet.
Yeah. Okay.
Tenmyuji figured out that it's about the bracelet and not about...
What exactly? That. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But a piece of fan fiction to 999 yesterday. Imagine how the plot would have played out if something that happened at the beginning of the plot had not happened. It was good. How much fanfics, or how many of them are there? I would imagine at least 999. If there isn't, then people need to get on them. What?
Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yeah.
See, Tenmyuji believes that whoever did this murders people has to be Zero, when in fact old dead lady dying was always the plan.
Yeah, makes sense, I guess. It's just weird that he's only spraying the bracelet. That's what I'm saying. But he probably did see the body and knows the bracelet is missing. Yeah, that's why he started spraying.
Whoa, wait. Are you saying that Dio is Zero Senior?
I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims.
And who killed Dio?
Kay, perhaps? After he was attacked, he used the last of his strength.
Excuse me?
Say it! Say it again! Say it, Fi. Make it be!
It's not that I don't understand the logic, but with how deep that axe is in your back, you're not doing this.
You wouldn't believe the things the human body is capable of doing when it's running on adrenaline.
I seriously doubt you would be capable of doing this.
If it was Zero, why start killing people? So we don't play the AB game 10 times. It's true. I got bored. It's like, no, I wanted you to do it in 4 rounds. Stab. Yeah. Adrenaline is a hell of a drug. People that have no business exercising have jumped over cars on adrenaline.
I mean, yeah.
People have lifted part of a car by themselves on adrenaline.
I feel like
they also injured themselves usually, but still.
I feel like this is different.
No, it's not. Are you aware that even if you're trying, usually you are not using the full strength of your muscles?
That I do know.
Like, you have to really give it you have to really want to damage your own body to go all the way in.
Yeah, but still, this would take so much reaction.
Plus, you don't feel the pain, exactly. Your body just goes, do the thing. Yeah. Unless the axe cut through muscle, you can imagine that if it's like all this adrenaline shock moment stuff, it was like he wasn't hurt at all.
It also seems unlogical to kill Kay.
Sounds like Tofu has never heard of hysterical strength. Yeah. That severed spinal cord doesn't care. Yeah, true, which is why it's like, how exactly did the axe hit?
It's too convenient. This axe is in his
spine,
neck
then,
and back.
Yeah, it's...
Like, I can cut off your head and your adrenaline won't do shit.
Unless... I mean, it's kind of weird that the armor would be not axe-proof, I guess. But if we go...
Would it be axe-proof?
Because it looks like armor. You wouldn't think that somebody dressed like this could die from being hit with an axe. You would think it goes boing, you know, just bounces straight off.
But besides that, why would
Maybe it's an exoskeleton. Maybe that thing moved for him.
Why would Dio kill Kay here, though? Because it's going to be hard to get his bracelet, seeing how it's built into a suit.
Who cares?
If he might get paired up with him for another door, then he should definitely
There is no other doors.
They do not know.
Yes, they do.
They don't necessarily know that?
Yes, they do.
How do they know?
Well, sorry, they
Who
don't...
says no other door magically opened?
Do you want me to give you an answer, or do you want to keep ranting?
Good.
Both are fine.
Good.
Because Zero Jr. told us with the last set of keys you can play the AB game as often as you want. That doesn't confirm there won't be more puzzles and more team-ups, but it implies that there aren't any more team-ups.
Okay, fair enough.
Kay had the luminol, he was suspecting Deer already. Tried was Tenmyuji was trying what we did. What? But yes.
You lost me on your last line, but I think I know.
Yes.
See what you're trying to go. Okay, well, let's see if we can find out if it's really Dio, I guess.
Let's do that. descendant of species B.
Huh?
Nothing. Forget about it. I think in moments like this, when he goes like, I'm part of species B, that is Sickma showing you what he will be like when he becomes Zero.
Oh, you think there's some stuff leaking from biologists Sickma working on?
I think Zero is Sickma after having undergone excessive trauma. Like witnessing the human apocalypse. No, I think the death of 90% of our population will do that for you.
Well.
And I really think like Sickma, this is about making Sickma into a better Zero than Zero originally was. And moments like this, when he just like detaches from reality and goes like, you know, I can laugh about this because I'm part of species B. It's like, yeah, it's like, that's not regular people talk, right?
Could be, I guess.
Anyway, if Zero Senior was Dio, then...
All of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
Now the number 9 door can never be opened.
Yeah, get a remote.
An Ambidex gate has been opened.
Here we go.
Quark ran off.
45 minutes remain until...
Wait, how did Quark open it? We have his bracelet. Do you need a bracelet too to open it, or only the card? There's no point for Quark to do the Ambidex.
You just need the card.
Quark already has 9 points. And you need the bracelet to get out.
Yeah.
Why isn't he searching for his bracelet? Or is he trying to lure us back?
That
because
could
we
be.
took the bracelet along.
He could have grabbed another card. He could have grabbed it from one of the dead people. Yeah.
If he has a card, it can only be from K and Dio. But he needs a bracelet. So whose bracelet does he have?
It doesn't matter.
He can't go through the 9 door without a bracelet.
Maybe he's just trying to lure us out there like a little killer goblin he is.
It is definitely Quark. It has to be Quark. Like, come on.
What a sick little fuck. Card and bracelet to enter the vote. Yeah, true, it checks, otherwise it wouldn't know that you voted.
That makes sense. But he doesn't have his own bracelet, because we took that.
You're assuming it's Quark.
Who else is left?
Tifa, I don't know. We're at the end, or getting nearer 2 possible endings at a very long flow. Maybe somebody has come back from the dead.
But why this?
Press
Why that?
What? What the hell is happening?
For the love of God, I think we're gonna call it a night here.
I'll call you a night. Someone time-traveled into this facility. True. It's Quark++. That's impossible.
Quark.
Quark! Quark opened the gate.
Whatever. We need to get back to the Floor A warehouse. Hurry!
Take their bracelets while you're at it.
I know I'm coming.
And take the spare and maybe the axe, like...
Maybe put on some extra armor because Quark has powers somehow.
But seriously, in a situation where now 6 people have been killed, and you find an axe, even if it's in someone's back, would you not take that along with you?
Nah, I will take the other weapons.
Why would you leave all the legit, pointy, sharp weapons in that room, knowing there's someone walking around killing everyone?
Take the luminol along. Spray him in his little eyes.
Even that is better than just leaving.
Like pepper spray.
Like, take the darn axe.
Oh wait, you read it as opposite. Sorry. Card to open the doors, bracelet to enter the vote. But okay, but he still needs both to actually vote if that was the plan. And all the doors are closed already. We still don't know if it's Quark. Damn it! There's no one here. Did they run off?
Why would they run away?
So that now he can go back and retrieve bracelets.
Or to kill us in the room.
But it makes sense to lure us here and then he moves away.
Hell if I know. How the hell did Quark open an AB gate anyway? Without a star key, he shouldn't have been able to get it open.
You must have taken one from Dio or Kay before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door. Remember? We saw the footage in the security office. That means they had a star key just like we did.
But you didn't find one when you searched them?
Right.
Well, maybe Quark's a suspect after all then. You shouldn't write him off just because he's a kid.
Aren't you happy, Fi, that Quark is alive?
Yeah, do you remember, Fi, in a different timeline you gave us a whole spiel about the infinite possibilities and infinite energy that a child can release and bring into the world? Well, there you go. There it is. Maybe he knows how to use a lance or an axe.
That's impossible.
Why? It's not impossible that he's dead, but it's impossible that he knows how to use an axe, which is basically...
Fi is a founding member of a Quark Apologist Club.
You're being an idiot.
Oh, I'm sorry, now we're being idiots.
Bitch what?
It's much more likely he found the key card after they died.
Oh. Alright, let's go find him.
Any ideas where to look?
Please, go grab the axe and then find him.
Nothing. How on earth would I know where he might be?
Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on.
Do you know something I don't? Hashtag Quark did nothing wrong. I'm 50-50 on that.
Infirmary?
Also, real quick, if I'm alone with Weird Gal and Killer Gnome Quark, and there's one door open in the AB room, I would not look for Quark. I would grab my my in-house Fi and I would drag her into the AB room with me.
Well, the question is, are we against each other or not? That's what I asked earlier.
I'm getting hiccups from this. Only one door is open. It don't matter. I would grab Fi and I would get into the room. Because that room, to me, seems like the safest spot in this place right now.
I mean, yeah, or just a corner, I guess.
And I've got a lot of back for a lot of axe. And I don't wear armor.
What if he's in that room, believing you will step in, and then he stabs
He
you?
went full Spider-Man. He's like sticking to the ceiling. When we walk in, he drops down. The room Dio and Kay investigated.
Right. Aren't you curious?
No. Of course. Besides, Quark might be there.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move.
Why would Quark pick that room out of all of them?
How would Quark be there? There's only one open AB game room door. Like, why are the other doors closed? It makes no sense to me.
Bloop.
The door says director's office.
Probably belongs to the director.
Is Sherlock fine?
Thanks! Couldn't have figured that one out myself. Are you gonna tell me that it's an office next? I hope it is one of those chairs.
Chairs?
You know, the folding ones that say director on the back. I've always wanted to sit on one and say stuff like action! Or cut! Or double decaf chai soy latte now!
And that's what you think we'll find in there?
Yeah. Aren't you excited?
Why are you so negative, Fi?
Yeah.
What's with the negativity here when we're being positive?
Exactly. See the positives. Maybe we're gonna be on a film set.
Why are you such a pessimist?
Well, there could be anything in there. So, no, not really.
Yeah, what if Zero Senior wasn't there waiting for us?
That would make things easy. We'd settle things right now and then get the hell out.
With fisticuffs. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna open it.
You don't need to keep asking me if...
He didn't ask.
He said he was going to do it.
Yeah. That's like an old couple thing. You're always asking me if I want to do the thing. You know I want to do the thing. Just do it.
Oh, it's this room.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot this was the director's office.
It's the one with a termite man.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of your BS, Fi. Yeah.
Only a tiny bit.
There's no one here.
Thank you for that clip. Captain Obvious to rescue. Captain Obvious. That computer's been turned on.
Yeah, maybe Dio and Kay did that.
What the hell is this?
A lion.
Is biting.
A sun?
A hamburger.
Hamburger with a big salad leaf.
We already established that.
Yes, we did. It has a couple input fields for a user ID and a password.
We probably can't use it unless we know what those are.
Why don't you put something in?
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
I can have cheeseburger. Do you remember when the internet was just
as I
cat
thought.
memes?
There's still a lot of cat memes.
Yeah, but I remember I can has cheeseburger being the internet for a moment in time.
I mean, true. But I think at the start, like 90% was cats.
Yeah. Also, why did she randomly choose KSDA for IUSD? Was that one of the passwords from the other place? No, doesn't seem like it.
I have no clue.
Bees.
Might as well forget about this thing for now. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the place upside down, we're bound to find something.
Do you recall if we managed to put in a password and
No.
ID in that computer?
No, we left without.
Okay.
It wasn't
Shall
part
we?
of the puzzle. If I turned and headed off toward a bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk, I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento mori if a 9 of lion ate the sun. Remember death. If a 9th lion ate the sun. Could this be the 9th lion? Then maybe. Yeah, this has to be a lock. Otherwise we wouldn't get a cool scene like this.
But wait. That if it's a lock, it should show in the.
No, only after.
Only after?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Memento mori. What is this supposed to tell us? Hey, that's
He's
a different death deal.
Yeah, we're going
Hey,
through.
wait! Fire's dying too in one ending.
Yeah, we're now going through some of the deaths we've already experienced.
Yeah,
He's getting.
but we haven't seen this one. Because Fire's laying there.
Yes, we have had this one. This is where we figure out that Sickma or that K is Sickma.
Oh, true. Sorry, that's just been so recently that I forgot about it.
So now he's going through the morphogenetic fields, getting data from other flows.
Okay.
Alice is appearing quite an awful lot. Poor Alice.
You only have one for now, the K, and you still need a second one from another timeline. Fun fact, since you need 2 pieces of info, it's not a lock on flow for some reason. More!
It's giving lock vibes though.
Yeah, because it is. Sabas just confirmed that.
Oh, like that. Who's this? Oh, Alice again.
Again, Alice.
Is there a password in here? Because if so, I didn't see it. So I hope you paid attention. Did you see a
It
password?
makes some people who start with this timeline try for like half an hour to input some things like Memento Mori, etc. So we can actually solve this if we know the password, but we haven't found the other clues yet. So wait, This is the one lock in the game that doesn't go to be continued? I don't think we have the
Go
password.
through some of the codes you've gotten for the bombs. Is there anything logical or different?
Well, I'm guessing
There was one about a lion.
One is this one. Yeah, I mistyped, but it's Milk Everly. So that is one thing. But we don't have another one.
Here, what about the two
Lions
oh,
of
yeah,
one I just entered, Tifa?
Never mind.
So players can soft lock here. Now I think if we just leave, we can just jump to a different flow. I don't think we can actually soft lock in this game. Then we have a transmitter code that's too long. The other are bomb passwords. And I wrote down the robot name because it had the same thing.
So we probably only have half.
Yeah.
Was there something we were supposed to see in the flashback?
No, we're supposed to fail this. It was no good. I didn't know anything. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd seen the ID and password somewhere before. To be continued. That's how you get to the lock. Yep. Well, we have one. Yeah, he said it will open the second gate, so it's a password, not a login.
So now we still need the other half, okay?
Yeah. Well, let's check what flows we have left. So,
it doesn't even say there's a lock.
I would love to finish this one, but we can't do that. So,
well, we only have one choice.
Yeah, we have to play this part next because this is still locked and this is still locked.
We're forced into that way.
No, sorry. I did the thing.
What time is it? I can't see.
10:30. Can't click this button yet. Now we're back to bomb flows, that's true.
Yeah, now we found bombs, but we didn't find that old lady. She doesn't exist in this
we're
flow.
the rightmost one. We've never seen old dead lady. We have, however, found bombs. And now we have a problem that we need to cure people with an antiviral medication. But we only have one dosage of Excalibur.
This is when both Alice and Quark were affected.
Pay attention, everyone.
With Radical 6, and we have to choose who are we going to save. Can we go down the flow?
Yes, we can. So, one sec. We have started the game. We have chosen to do the crew quarters. That was with Alice and I want to say Phi.
That could be. Oh yeah, Phi was the one who told us about Schrödinger's cat there.
Then we chose to ally. We have next been in the botanical garden.
With Luna, I believe.
I think so, yeah. And then afterwards, Alice had gone missing. We looked for her. Somehow she was found. And Alice and Quark are confirmed to have contracted Radical 6.
Did it say bomb? Yeah, we found a... We did find bombs here, but I don't remember where.
Yeah.
Is this a bomb flow? Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the bomb flow without Old Dead Lady. This is the rightmost one. This one we did at the very beginning when we just started playing.
I believe we found a bomb in the garden when we found Alice, and there was one on the wall all of a sudden.
Yeah, on the tree.
Yeah, or on the tree. That could also be.
All right.
You need to hear this.
The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
Can I skip this, you think?
What did it say?
No.
If you press again, maybe, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we need to find Excelivir, but we have 2 patients, but we only have 1 Excelivir. IG, immunoglobulin.
Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
I pronounced it correctly and you didn't.
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6.
IG replicator?
Replicator makes it sound like it makes copies of stuff.
And apparently we've also been into that room.
No, this is where the lock stuff starts. So it's like a copy machine.
Yeah. Probably copies IG, whatever that is.
Any ideas?
Who knows? Ice cream by the gallon?
Sounds good. See, now he's getting the data from the other flows and pulls it together.
Yeah, okay.
That's it! I've got it! The IG replicator in the laboratory. It's an immunoglobulin replication machine.
What?
It can copy immunoglobulin antibodies. Luna just said Excelivir is made from antibodies. That means we can make more Excelivir.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
Yes.
Hold on a moment. There is a strange device in the laboratory that says IG replicator on it.
But how do you know? Because we didn't go into there yet.
Clover and I examined it thoroughly when we were in that room.
See?
Yeah. We never could figure out what it did, though.
Exactly. My question is, how do you know about it, Sickma?
Sus.
I saw it. When I was in the laboratory.
Which you never seen.
When was that?
Probably when you were looking for Alice, right?
Oh, Dio to the rescue. Look at that.
No. Dio was wrong. I hadn't gone to the laboratory when I was looking for Alice.
But you can use it as an excuse now.
I didn't think I'd ever been to the laboratory. So how did I know about the IG replicator?
If what he's saying is true, then we should be able to duplicate the Excelivir. That would mean we could cure Alice and Quark.
Let's go have a look then. The laboratory, right?
Yeah, no time to waste.
We all nodded.
I mean, might as well.
Oh, wait. We can't leave him here all alone. Luna, do you think you could stay behind and look after him?
Oh, of course. I'd be happy to.
Wouldn't she be kinda handy to have there, though?
No.
She knows how some of these machines work.
Yeah, but she's also the most experienced with knocking these people out again with drugs in case they become violent again.
That is also true.
Luna, my beloved, how I missed your voice.
Let's see if she manages to stay alive this time.
I hope so. Alright then, let's go. I pray she do.
And off we go.
I hope for your sake. I think in the true route nobody's going to die.
I think we will have some death.
Well, I wouldn't mind if Dio suddenly got hit by a strange meteorite or something, but...
I think that would be too much luck.
We're all celebrating getting out of here alive and unscathed. And then, as we're strolling around outside, a meteorite enters Earth's orbit, comes down towards the ground, and hits Dio straight in the face, and instantly stops on impact, replacing his head. You could say he was starstruck. Dio gets hit by a truck at the end of the game.
A white truck.
A white truck, and then starts the spin-off where he gets isekai'd into a different multiverse.
I would kind of watch that.
Yeah.
Yes. Where's this IG replicator thing?
Right here. See?
So this can copy the Excelivir?
I think so.
What are we waiting for?
Calm down, alright? Don't rush me. I carefully lowered the small vial of Excelivir into the slot on the side of the machine.
And then we don't know how it works and we accidentally fuck it up and then both of them are useless.
He pours in the Excelivir and then sneezes. That would be me. That would be me.
Yes, it would.
Uh-huh. The time I got reincarnated as a Jojo cat. Wouldn't be the worst fate.
Boop.
An empty vial already protruded from the other side. Presumably that was where the duplicated Excelivir would go. Ready? When I push this button, it should.
Skip it. Just press the damn thing.
Alright. And pressed. He still said it. Now, hear me out. The dumbest thing they can now possibly do is leave the room after they have 2 bottles of Excelivir.
They should be able to make more.
They should 100% make a spare one. So that they can keep creating infinite amounts of Excelivir.
One would think, like, I wouldn't use both, or I wouldn't waste both of them. Actually, it's not wasting. I wouldn't use both of them immediately, because then you have nothing.
Never use all of your cure.
Yeah.
Do we have spare vials? Should be somewhere. I would imagine
There's probably some laying here.
Did it work?
Have a look. The empty vial has something in it now.
And the vial Sickma used remains as it was. It does not seem to have lost any of its contents.
So, it worked?
Would have been pretty bad if it hadn't.
Now, before we get this thing back in the infirmary, I need to go to the toiletry. BRB.
BRB. We're back.
We are, and I clicked out of the game. There.
Oh, I was like, that's why I don't hear anything, but there's
We also don't hear anything because there is no sound in this screen.
No sound anyway.
Alright, let's get this thing back to the infirmary.
We actually are just gonna do that.
I reached down and pulled both the vials from the machine, intending to slip them deftly into my pocket.
And dropped it.
Ah, shit.
What happened?
Sorry. My hand slipped.
You dropped one of them?
Yeah. Just one, though.
What in the hell? What if you'd broken it, you idiot?
That is the stupidest thing.
This is so realistic. Are you telling me it's not?
It's the pressure, I'm guessing.
Picking up this little item is the easiest thing in the world. But suddenly, you have 6 people staring at you while you're doing it. Like you are holding like the fate of a world in your hands. And suddenly it's the hardest task to do.
But still.
Remember how I said I would have sneezed putting it in? I would have dropped it if I hadn't sneezed.
I guess.
Come on. If it had broken, then we could have just made another copy. Exactly.
How about we still do that anyway?
Before 10 minutes you could reply if I spoke.
Guys?
I was surprised to hear a voice coming from near my feet. I looked down to see her staring intently at something beneath the table.
You see? It did break.
I guess it
No,
leaked.
the vial's fine.
What?
See?
She held it up in one hand but didn't move her eyes.
Huh?
Then what the heck is going on down there?
Yeah.
Take a look.
Is she foot shaming us? Does Sickma wear sandals and he has like really long toenails or something?
Like the big toe broke through his shoe.
She slid back from the table quickly and silently. The rest of us bent down to look.
Oh, of course, it's another bomb.
But wait. Ah, crap. We don't have a password for this one.
Wait, no, we do have bombs. Oh no, that was Lion too.
That was Mill Cavalry, and now we know that's for not Bomb 2.
Yeah, true, we thought it was bomb 2.
A bomb.
Whoa. Really?
A bomb from
Makes two
Mario.
then.
Guess Kay was right after all.
So there were more bombs.
So it would seem.
Was this here when you guys came through the first time?
No, it was not.
Yeah, I didn't see anything, and I looked real hard.
Then somebody must have said it while we were looking for Alice.
And we still don't know who put them here.
Who the hell would do that?
You! You would! We were all out looking for Alice. It could have been any of us.
No, not any of us. I was back in the infirmary. Quark was still out, so I was keeping an eye on him.
So we shouldn't consider you a suspect.
If he's
Potato,
out, you can
potato.
just walk out.
Yeah, I mean, who's your alibi? Who's gonna back up your story, Quark?
Is that right?
Yeah, Quark's off the list too.
Oh, okay. Well, if you say so.
Well, if you vouch for a person that potentially only you have been with and who was supposedly passed out the entire time, sure.
We'll take it.
But Tenmyoji, you have no proof that you spent the entire time in the infirmary, do you?
Kay saying what we're thinking.
What?
You could have quietly made your way to the laboratory, planted the bomb.
That's insane! Listen to yourself! There's no way in hell I'd have left Quark all by himself to go plant a goddamn bomb!
If you say so.
Tenmyoji was still staring furiously at Kay when Clover spoke up.
Hey, what's this thing?
What does this button do?
Click! I turned in time to see her grab something from under the table.
It looks like a memory card.
Where was it?
Right under the bomb. It was down on the floor under the table.
Could it have been put here by the same person who set the bomb? There was nothing like it here when we examined this room.
It's a cool purple one?
That's the thing that goes in the TV, no?
Potentially, yes. Also, that's the same purple as the Game Boy Color back then, the GameCube.
It's a nice purple.
Yeah, I dig it.
It's very pimpin'.
Do you think they dropped it accidentally?
Unless it was left here intentionally, yes. I imagine so.
What do you think's on it?
Let's take a look. Can I see it for a minute?
Yeah, I guess so.
No, it's mine. I plucked the card out of her hand and looked around the room.
Pretty sure in the infirmary there was a TV where we could put those things in.
Nothing. Shoot. No dice. I need to plug it into something that can read memory cards, but I don't see anything here.
So what do we do?
Come on, if I knew I'd be doing it.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex Game.
Oh yeah, there was a whole vote still happening.
True, Dio already started it, of
True.
course. Yeah.
True. Dio once again had triggered the Ambidex game, and then we told him, hey douchebag, you're killing everybody, or potentially somebody, if they're not voting, and here we are. Yep.
All players, if no...
Guys, I think maybe we should get back to the top floor.
Yeah, you're right. We've got what we came here for.
What should we do about the, bomb?
They all forgot already. It's amazing.
Not much we can do except leave it here. Alice said it'd be dangerous to touch them.
True, but...
Drop it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll drop the bomb.
You meant the Excalibur, right?
No, the bomb.
Oh, okay.
I can shake this, right? This is not
She
sensitive.
didn't say don't shake it.
Sure.
We can talk about the bombs later. Right now we need to take care of Alice and Quark.
Right. So we'll go back to the infirmary, give them the Excalibur, then head to the Floor A warehouse.
Someone please mention that we should make another one.
Nope.
Right. This ought to do it.
Ought to do what?
And now we're all out of Excalibur. I hope nobody ever gets sick from Radical 6 again.
How big would that chance be?
It might take a little while, but they should recover.
Her voice was quiet as she backed away from Alice and Quark. And her hand was the injection gun. She carefully removed the empty vial and placed it gently in the cabinet with the other one.
Didn't Sickma recover on his own? I think he just had a pause.
Yeah, so every time so far somebody has caught Radical 6, they have a moment where it seems to affect them, when they act weird, and then they recover for a little bit, and then it starts going really bad.
Quark has snapped out of it like twice at least.
Yeah, there were flows where Quark snapped out of it. Alice was like, yeah, no, I'll be fine. I just have a headache, yeah, I'm just not feeling well. And then she got better, and then she became suicidal.
Quark had several moments where he was like, oh, why do you guys speak so fast?
Yeah.
He's like, I couldn't keep up. Then he had his whole, oh, I'm gonna kill everyone. No, actually, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
And after that, he like snapped.
So I think it comes in waves, and I think when we go back to the leftmost flow, what we now had to abort because we couldn't get through a password screen, I think at least one of the endings, Sickma is gonna die from Radical 6.
That would make sense if that's an ending.
Yeah. But we'll see. While we were in the laboratory, Luna had moved Quark to a crude cot. It's called a bed, Sickma. They both looked peaceful as they slept. The madness I'd seen on their faces before was completely gone.
Are they really going to be alright?
Yes. The analysis I did on the vials confirmed that the duplicate was real Excelivir. The original was genuine too, of course.
Good thing it's now gone.
Yeah.
Now that they've been treated.
It's only a matter of time before the virus is eliminated.
I believe so, yes. Oh man, what a relief. I was really worried.
Clover grinned. Agreed. I gave her a reassuring pat on the back.
5 minutes remain.
Alright, everybody. We can be relieved later. Right now we need to get to the AB rooms and fast.
Damn. Don't even have time to catch our breath.
Yeah, whose fault is that? Come on, let's go.
At least you still have some right now.
The floor A warehouse is waiting. That's such a weird line, no? The floor A warehouse is waiting. Is it really? Does the floor A warehouse care what we do?
Hi, Sickma. I was waiting for you. Bloop.
This game needed more Zero Jr. I hope he comes back at the end. Huh? Where's Tenmyuji?
He stayed back in the infirmary.
What?
Why?
Well, when we were all heading out, I noticed he wasn't doing anything. So I asked him if he was coming with us. And this is what I got.
I'm still worried about Quark and Alice. I think I'll stick around and make sure they're okay.
I see. That means that Phi's only opponent will be Dio.
It's only, so it was Dio and Tenmyuji together in this round.
Something like that, yeah. 1-on-1, huh?
That's cool. Nothing to worry about.
I'll just pick Ally, as always.
I plan to choose Ally. You know why?
Because I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you chose Ally and I betrayed you, your BP would drop below 0 and... well, we know what happens then.
I think he would definitely still do it here, no?
If you are dumb enough to trust Dio, I don't know.
I want to win, but I'm not that desperate.
Yes, you are.
You see what I'm saying, right?
Tenmyuji and Dio are a pair. Tenmyuji only had one BP left.
Oh, damn!
Oh shit, so it's...
That's the real question. Is he... Oh, damn. Damn. If she chooses betray, because who in the hell would trust Dio?
I mean, at this point,
and
we
he
don't
goes
have
with
a reason
Ally.
yet to not trust him.
He makes her kill Tenmyuji. And if she chooses Ally and Dio is being Dio, she dies. Damn, I didn't think of this.
In this case, it should have been Tenmyuji voting.
Yeah, I think Dio wasn't too much of an asshole on this floor. Yeah, not compared to the other floors.
I believe he hasn't given us a reason in this one yet to doubt him, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Since Dio said he's going to pick Ally, Fi can't really pick anything else. If she does, then Miyoji will...
But yeah, there's no choice.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Kay and I are gonna be going one-on-one too, right? Since Quark's still sleeping.
That is correct.
How many BP do you guys have?
I've got 6.
As do I.
That's the face of someone who wants to pick Betray.
This'll be a tough one, man.
If one of them can get the other to ally and then betray that person, the betrayer will have 9 points.
Why exactly is Luna pointing that out to him?
I feel like with these things you put like this little seed of doubt in their mind.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't, like now it's like it's out, it's spoken, it's out in the world, it has been mentioned.
Now it is known.
Now it's gotten an actual shape.
Look, Kay, I know you don't really have any reason to trust me, but...
I know. You would like us both to vote ally, yes?
Yeah.
He will actually vote ally because now he has no reason to not do it. Other than the bombs.
He doesn't need to yet, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. If we were to both betray, then we would gain no points. We would lose nothing either, but that's hardly relevant. If both of us cooperate, then we will both gain 2 points, which is much more beneficial.
Right. Okay, good. You're really gonna do it, right?
Yes.
Promise?
What can ever go wrong if somebody promises, right?
Promise.
1 minute.
Shit, this is bad. We need to move, now!
Indeed. Shall we?
Bloop. This is before the thingies have been moved. Look at the space.
That's why we didn't find Old Dead Lady yet.
Why? This one has been inhabited.
Yeah, but always by Luna. As long as Luna makes sure that she's always the one going in there alone, assuming that Luna was also the one in the room with Old Dead Lady in the other flows.
That makes sense to assume that she's always in there, I guess.
Yeah. Dio, Kay, Fi and Clover all took off immediately, heading into different AB rooms.
No, because when it moved, Luna always came out of the far... But then again...
No, Luna was on the redmost one.
Oh, so it wasn't moved in this flow. Okay.
Yeah. And counting from the left, Dio went into room 3, Kay into room 4, and Fi and Clover went into rooms 5 and 6 respectively.
No, Fi and Clover are in there.
So if Old Dead Lady hasn't been moved yet, Clover is gonna find her now. That left Luna and myself. What do you think about taking one on the far left?
Sounds good.
Unless it has been moved, then now we and Luna would walk into the one with Old Dead Lady.
We're gonna find out.
Either way, Luna isn't going back into the one that she has been in. With that settled, we headed into AB room number 1.
And do we find someone? If there's a body, someone would shriek. There is no...
30 seconds remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
It's probably a little late to say this, but...
No?
You know Alice is still in the infirmary.
And?
So...
You're saying we should pick Ally, right?
I was totally going to say that.
But that is a worry for next week. Well... It needs a certain type of assholery to vote betray on an unconscious person.
If Alice was here, I'm sure she wouldn't have minded sacrificing some of her points for us.
How many BP does she have?
I have no clue.
Yeah, same.
I
hope it's not 3 or less.
Why, it doesn't matter. She can't lose 3 points.
Oh yeah, true. I hope it's not 2 or less. Imagine, she gets Radical 6, we knock her out, we cure her, and then we press the button that will kill her. That would be rough.
I don't think Alice had only 1 point here though.
I do not recall.
I don't think so, but I don't remember. Well, if we kill her off, we're gonna know on Tuesday.
I still think that in the true ending everybody lives. Will Sickma lose his arm again? Tune in next Tuesday. Yeah.
That was a refreshing ending. It was very different from the rest.
Which part?
The one where everyone escaped, except for us with our chopped off hands.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
True. I mean, that's the second best ending if you take the big picture into consideration, right?
I thought it was a good end.
Everybody else got out. It's just not us.
Yeah. Like for once, everyone banded together against the greater evil, which was us.
We became the villain the world needed.
Exactly. Thanks to us, everyone, including Dio, managed to work as one and all escape.
I have a strong feeling that the moment they're out of this game, Dio is just gonna kill them off one by one.
I mean, that's a small detail.
Because Dio got a Dio.
Small detail.
Well, I guess.
We still don't know what, in the end, his motive is. Or what he is out to do.
Dio's.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. We got the Dio ending.
We don't know why he infiltrated.
Yes. We don't know the motive of Free the Soul, but we know Dio's. Dio was tasked with sneaking in there and killing people and doing something because Free the Soul told him to.
Yeah, but why? That's the whole point. What's the point of infiltrating this?
But no, the why is not the...
The why is always the thing.
No. A soldier like Dio doesn't ask the questions.
Yeah, but we still don't know the reasoning then, is what I'm saying.
Yes, we do know Dio's full reasoning. Dio was told, you had the hanky-panky with that unclean lady, therefore your life is forfeit unless you redeem yourself in our eyes. And so he was given the mission.
Yeah, but we still do not know why.
Yes, we do. The Y is the letter before Z.
No, I disagree.
Y is the letter after my favorite letter. Eggs. Exactly. He's just trying to turn everyone else into vampires. I think that's the plot of a different game.
That's a noble goal.
Don't know about that. I'd rather not be a vampire.
I thought vampire was your choice.
The question was if you would be a Halloween monster.
I mean,
if I have to be a monster, I would, and I got to choose, I would choose vampire. But I don't want to be a vampire.
Makes
like,
sense.
My skin gets worse if I don't get sunlight daily. Can you imagine what I would look like as a vampire? I would look probably the same as I did with 16.
I don't think
a pimply mess.
That changes. Aren't you kind of in like some sort of frozen state?
Knowing my luck, no.
Don't get into the sun anyway. Honestly, that's also not really necessary because Jack is the sunshine of this stream. Look at this radiation.
Beam.
Don't forget your factor 50. If you watch too long, you'll get sunburned.
No, factor 69.
Factor X then. Which will be on sale starting next week.
You've heard of Gamer Girl Bathwater? Now it's time for Gamer Boy Sunblocker. Don't ask how it's made. No right answers to that question. I'll be the boogeyman. You can be my boogeyman, Skinner. We can dance all night long.
You can be the Pumpkin King.
Pumpkin, exactly. I've seen that picture.
Also, Sabes already finished the fanfiction that
and it was amazing.
Sent earlier.
On the last chapter. And then we learned it was actually like 6 million pages, and Sabes is the world record holder in fast reading. I took a speed reading course once.
There's a course for that?
Yeah. Well, we didn't get like the whole course. It was somebody invited to give like a speech to a couple people at work. It was about the effects of training in general. And they used this person to show us firsthand. So the idea was they came into the room with all of us sitting there, and they gave us a little example to read out, or to read for ourselves. And then they, after like 30 seconds, they said stop, and they asked everybody how far they got. You know, so that you have no reason to lie. And we were told to mark that ourselves. Then they told us a couple things like don't read it out loud in your head. Use your finger or a pen to follow the words, stuff like this.
Skip a few.
No. And then we found out that the people who already read faster than the group, with those little hints and tricks, were way faster, and the people who had been slower were...
even slower.
No. Were faster, but like their improvement wasn't nearly as big as the people who were already good at it. And I think something like the moral was with the right tools, everybody can get better at things, but there are people who are naturally good at something, and with more training they will exceed even more. Something like this. I don't remember all of the details. It was something about like, yeah, following your finger on the lines would make you read faster. I don't recall if that's actually true.
I guess because you start following your finger while taking in something.
Yeah, and you focus on the words themselves, and like your eyes don't deviate less like up and down and see the previous and next lines.
Because like technically you don't need to read everything in a sentence to know what it's saying.
Yeah, true. That's true.
What's also true is that we are going to be back on Tuesday, and we're gonna call it a night today.
And she once again said all of these things before pressing the button.
Well, then what do you want me to say?
I don't know. I spent years refining my end of stream monologue. And you need to catch up, honestly.
Well, then you can just go, hey, I'm gonna press the button now, which I'm doing. And then
Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. We'll be back on Tuesday with the betrayal of Alice, because we're dicks. We'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.